Good morning, everyone. How are you? Who's here? Twiggy's here, Jeannie's here. I hope you're all good. Here I go with my ums again. And I listened to another Aussie yesterday on someone else's channel, and it was hilarious to me because she was doing it as well. She's going, just like I do. And I thought maybe it's an Aussie thing. Hi, Josie. Good afternoon. Hi, Priscilla. Hi, Crime and Justice. Well, another day, another situation, guys. I've got a bit to talk about today, actually. Some of it's good and some of it's shit. But that's just the way this stuff plays out, isn't it? Can everyone hear me okay? Because I dropped a speaker. I don't know where it went. Good morning, Tony. How are you? Yeah, there is a lot to talk about, Priscilla. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to say one more time. With little Chloe, I'm really, really annoyed that here in Australia last night on the New South Wales, I did it. I didn't last 30 seconds and I said, on the New South Wales Sydney State News, there was nothing in the media about little Chloe Smith and the investigation and everything. And even hubby was sitting there waiting because I was telling him what I'd found out during the day. And hi, MTGV, how are you? Welcome. And we both sat there waiting and waiting and waiting, and nothing come on whatsoever. And I thought, that is disgusting. You know, they were talking about in the media yesterday morning that, very early yesterday morning, that they thought she had been taken into state. So why aren't the other states, you know, promoting and getting her face out there and keeping it? It's day 6 today, Australian, and I just can't work out. You have to actually go into Google and type up to get the latest, and I just think it's ridiculous that New South Wales are dropping the ball. Hi, Fairy Dust Diaries. Welcome. You hear birdies. I know some of them are my budgies in my little aviary out there, and some are just birds that come and talk to them. And I can't make them be quiet, but it's all good. I think it's a nice sound. The army joined the search yesterday and using thermal drones throughout. I know, Punky, and honestly, I do not believe she even went to that campsite. I'm probably the only one in Australia or the world right now that thinks that, but I don't think she was ever there. And another thing, I'm just going to share this. For some reason, it will not work in my browser, but I'm going to show you anyway. The mother is full of shit. So the police are saying they do not have any suspects. I'll show you what happens when I try to play this. Nothing. Nothing. And this is a Western, it's a national news page. But what I found really, really interesting, okay, wasn't going to read all this, but I will, because it virtually just says what it says in that little video. As police appear to turn their investigation towards the worst case scenario in the search for Cleo Smith, detectives have revealed a concerning fact. It has been 6 days since 4-year-old disappeared from a family's tent, and police have admitted there are few leads, no suspects, and no sign of where she went. Despite a large amount of information, including CCTV and dashcam footage taken from the area where she vanished, all the local registered sex offenders being identified and spoken to, all of the nearby campers being interviewed, and Cleo's biological dad being questioned, the investigation has come to a standstill. The police investigation is still pursuing both a search and criminal probe, but a new piece of information released yesterday suggests the police may be looking at a potential abduction. Detectives said Cleo could not have opened the zipper herself. Speaking to reporters on Wednesday, Inspector John Monday said Cleo was too short to open the zipper on her tent on her own on the morning she went missing. It all but rules out the theory that the little girl left the tent alone on Saturday morning, hours before she was discovered missing. Cleo hasn't been seen since 1:30 a.m. Saturday morning. The tent certainly has multiple entries. One of the major circumstances that has given us the cause for alarm for Cleo's safety is the fact that one of those zippered entryways was opened. The positioning of the zipper for the flap is one of the circumstances that has caused us to have grave concerns for Cleo's safety. That's basically, you know. Hey, Dougie. Hi, Twiggy. Yeah, I don't think she was ever there. Ever. Red flags for me, not only the parents' media interview, the fact that she couldn't reach the top of the zipper to pull it down to get out. Even if she could, would she? Her mum swears black and blue that she wouldn't have left that tent, and I've said that since Saturday. Just in my experience with raising 2 daughters and 3 granddaughters, they're all like, none of them will just, even in our house yard, they don't like coming up the back in the dark or where there's not a light. They just, and Mum said she wouldn't leave her side even if she was riding a bike and all that sort of stuff. The other red flag to me is it was their first time camping, and it was I'll get that straight. It was the first time the kids had been camping, and it was a brand new tent. Has there been anyone say that they saw Cleo? Not that I've seen yet, Jan F, and I was on there for hours and hours last night, going through as much as I could find. I don't know if they've got any CCTV that she was actually there or not, but it keeps happening to me with all these parents' interviews. The words of Orrin and Orson West's auntie at their only media interview out the front of their house. You're too calm for me. They are way too calm for me, people. The only time, and I believe it, reporters do this all the time with parental media interviews after a little one goes missing, and they will say, how do you feel, Cleo? What do you think Cleo is feeling right now? And that's when the tears come, because she's had a flashback to whatever's happened. I'm probably going to get heaps of hate for this, but it's all alleged. It's all my opinion and my gut feeling. I would love the behavioural panel to have a look at their interview. I might see if I can save it and send it to them or tag them or something. Anyone has any ideas on how I can get it to them? Give me a yell. But yeah, and if that zipper, I'm going to get our tent out this afternoon because we've got one that has a petition in it as well. Hubby's going to kill me. I'm going to say, he's pretty proficient. He camps and hunts all the time. And I'm going to say, firstly, I want to time how long it takes to put the tent up and to blow up 2 air mattresses, or at least 1 air mattress, because they said she was asleep on an air mattress in the tent within that sleeping bag. Okay, so she was asleep in a sleeping bag, which was on a blow-up tent. And they arrived at 6:30, and little Cleo went to bed at 8 p.m. And in that hour and a half, as I said yesterday, they set up camp. She got their meals ready and fed them and their jammers on, and an hour and a half and that kid was asleep. Come on. Nah, I just don't believe it. I really don't. Plus, one of the kids is a tiny one, she's not even 1, she's little. So it's not like mum, I don't know. I just didn't. He does the Chris Watts thing, Gen F. He does the pursing the lips thing, and he keeps looking at her like, what are you going to say now? What are you going to? It's like he's like terrified of what's going to come out of her mouth at any second, but trying really hard to look. It looked like he was overdoing how we should be feeling. It wasn't a natural. I know I'm probably being dramatic, guys. I just don't believe. We'll see. They say they don't have any suspects and that they are thinking it's an abduction, and it might well be, but I can't get rid of this feeling. Look at her little face. And a brand new tent. I don't know. I just don't know. Yes, set the tent up, Crime and Justice says. See how long it takes and see how much noise it makes to unzip it and get out carrying a sleeping bag. I'm 100% going to do it when he gets home from work. He's going to hate me. But I know they're not going to be identical tents, and I understand that some people are faster and slower at carrying out activities, but it'll be interesting. Yes, Twiggy, and both their arms were both folded, and the way he did the Chris Watts with the lips and everything and the blinking, and he was trying to look sad, but he actually didn't look sad. He looked worried, as in self-worried. If she'd walked away, Crime and Justice, you would think in that open area, it's not a highly, so it's more flat and there's not a lot of trees around there. So it's not like if they had drones and aircraft up and everything, they would have spotted her because there's no trees out there. Tents don't take that long to put up these days. He set up while she got the kids sorted. Yeah, maybe. Look, it's probably feasible. I'm just curious that, you know, if you're going to go camping with 2 kids, wouldn't you wait till it was daylight and you could see what you're doing for a start? Maybe they've both, you know, gone after work and just went with it. Who knows? Yeah, he really did, because that's what I kept looking at him, looking at her, and the way he was looking at her was just distracting to me, because it was a weird look, the way he was looking at her, and to me it just looked like he was trying really hard to look distraught, and he sort of overacted it. I don't know. But I don't think she's just wandered off by herself. And I know, the poor little thing. I just can't stop thinking about her as well now. But it looks like, on another topic, that they've found Brian Laundrie. And I'm going to go there. I am going to go there. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I'm just going to get it up here, and I know I'm all about not bitching and all that sort of shit, but enough is enough. Okay. Yes, he looked weird. He did. I'll see if I can get that interview back up in a little bit. You think she was taken, Punky? Yeah, she could have well been, but who would know she was there as well if they were only there an hour and a bit before? You know, what are the chances of someone from another campsite or whatever seeing her there in that hour and a half and then coming back after 1:30 a.m.? I don't know. It's possible. Something's really wrong. Little kids disappearing rapid rate. I know, Nancy, it's just getting worse and worse. Yeah, that's true, Tony. I never thought of that either. You've got the noise. And it is noisier than you think, the ocean. During the day when you're wandering around and all that sort of thing, you don't take that much notice, but we went to Bateman's Bay in the summer holidays, and our apartment was right on the water. I mean, 50 yards, maybe 100 yards. And the noise from the ocean of a night time was really loud. So, yeah, that's a valid point too. I'd never thought about that. And they had friends staying there too. I really hope it's not. Like, I really hope the parents had nothing to do with it. Hi, Vegan Cobbler. Would there have been time for stepfather to take her somewhere after 1:30 and be back before the mother woke? What time did they call police? In the interview, she said they run around, they were looking everywhere on foot, and then they got in the car, and she didn't exactly say, I don't think, unless anyone else has seen something different. She didn't exactly say what time they rang 000, but she did say that they searched on foot and then in the vehicle. So I wouldn't imagine they would have left it that long. Tony says if she walked away, they would have found her or the sleeping bag. I heard on the local news that they had talked or located between 10 to 20 registered sex offenders. Oh my God, that many? Holy crap. It really annoys the shit out of me, guys, that in Australia we don't have public access to the sex offender register. And I probably shouldn't have just said it, but I did twice. In America, you can go onto it, it's public access, but they will not, you can't do that in Australia, and I don't think that's very fair. A few hours I've seen, however, police portal states 6 a.m. that it was reported. Okay, thanks, Punky. Really? Per population? You wouldn't think it'd be very populated. I would love to know, especially when you're, I suppose that's controversial too. You know, you live in a small community with 7,000 people like we do. I can understand why I can see both sides, but as a parent and a grandparent, I think you should know. I think we should have that knowledge of, but then I understand also living in a small town, that person would, yeah. But anyway, it's a shitty topic, isn't it? The family live in Carnarvon, not very far. Definitely anything is possible. Yeah, I did see that this morning, that Dad was 1,000 kilometres away and he'd been ruled out. Yeah, the camp area does. It looks beautiful there, the blowholes and stuff. Yeah, Punky, I know. We've got, he'll never ever hear me say this, but ever since we bought this house, the same old man has lived next door, and he's like a hermit, and he has signs on his front door saying strictly no no visitors or something like that. He had up there, but he will get the local grocery store to deliver his groceries. And they've come and seen one of his signs on the door and took the groceries back to the supermarket because he's got strictly no visitors posters up all over the front door, and he's just, how there's no air conditioning from what we can see, no fire, and how he lives in this little old weatherboard house. I'll show you later. I'll go and do a little live and show you. He's the weirdest guy on earth, and I always say, I bet you he's in witness protection or something like that, because it's really bizarre. And one of the little granddaughters threw a teddy bear over there from his sister, like it accidentally went over his fence. And one night was sitting out on the back porch and having coffee and stuff, and I happened to be facing his side fence, and all of a sudden I seen this teddy bear, just couldn't see anything else, just a teddy bear coming up, like peeking over the fence, and I shit myself, and I'm like, Ronald. And he's like, what? I said, there's a teddy bear. Anyway, he's gone over to the fence and the man was standing there holding his teddy bear but not saying a word, and it freaked me the hell out. I was like, oh dear Lord. Yeah, it's just weird, and I don't like the girls. They're not allowed out the front. And guess what we got yesterday? Off topic, I know I'm rambling. We got our first Ring doorbell. If there's a murder in this street, I want to know about it. And then it's taken like 14 hours to charge. And I was worried that you couldn't hook up extra cameras because we've got a really big backyard, and hubby's got like his plastering shed and I've got my studio shed for all my quilting and stuff. So I want extra cameras, and I'm pretty sure from what I found out last night I can just add more like security cameras to the app, because we've had a heap of break-ins lately and it's just getting a bit ridiculous around here. Last 3 weeks for Halloween, Illinois posting address of, wow. See, you guys, it's important to know. But what we do is we have a Facebook page in our town, and I don't let the girls walk around the streets by themselves. We go onto the Facebook page and we all share what houses are given out at what times, and we write everything down and we drive everywhere, and then we'll put down our time for when we're going to give out, so everyone gets a chance of giving out and going to collect. And it's so much fun. We've only done it the last 3 years, and I was all against it purely because, you know, you teach your kids their whole lives not to go to strangers' houses, not to talk to strangers, blah, blah, blah. And I thought it contradicted everything I try to instill in them. But anyway, being grandkids, and Halloween has sort of become more and more a thing in Australia lately, last couple of years. So we're right into it and we love it. We have so much fun. And the girls actually, and my grandson, another little granddaughter, it's like their big thing now. Nan, it's nearly Halloween time. And it's just me with the 4 of them. Like hubby doesn't come, and the little one's mum and dad doesn't come. It's just me with the 4 of them, and we just have a ball driving around everywhere. But I love the fact that the girls love to give out the candy more than receiving it. It's really, really sweet. So I can understand why you guys get excited for it every year now. They are doing great here too. They can't have Halloween decorations or port lights on Halloween night. Oh. Carnarvon has a population of about 5,000 to 6,000 people. Geraldton is the next big town with 30 plus. Thank you, Tony. So it's roughly about the same size as our town. Hello, everyone. You're fine, Holly. Welcome. Which Crime and Justice says, I've always thought that too, we teach them not to take anything from strangers, but one night a year they get to do just that. It is odd. I know it's odd. It's, yeah, it does. I just feel like a hypocrite, you know, but I'm with them the whole time. And I sit outside with them when they're given out, and it's just special. It really is. And we've already bought our Halloween outfits. The 12-year-old's like, hell no. She doesn't want to get dressed up this year because she thinks she's like too old for that little kid stuff anymore. And I'm like, guys, it's happening. She's 12 and a half, going on 22. And it's scaring the living shit out of me. Last night I nearly had an anxiety attack. Just remembering, like she had that little attitude thing. Okay, so we had lamb chops. I know this is just me raving on. Forgive me. We had lamb chops, pasta, and peas and corn, and onion gravy for tea, okay? I've got everything just 10 minutes off serving, and Miss Preteen comes out and gets cookie dough out of the fridge. And I said, what are you doing with that? She's like, duh, I'm going to cook cookies. And I'm like, no, you're not. I'm about to dish tea up. Well, with that, she goes, well, I guess I'm not then. Like with real attitude. Goes and throws the cookie dough in the fridge, takes off. And I thought, into a room, slams the door. And I thought, oh, dear Lord, it started. I don't think I can do this. It's easier when they're toddlers. And everything from my teenage girls, because my son never ever carried on like hissy fits like the girls, and I felt sick in the stomach. I thought, I can't do it. Can you imagine both of them hormonal and all that stuff? You guys better not dump me, because I'm going to need y'all, I'm telling you. So do you know what I did? Everything was fine. I didn't have to dish up for a few minutes. Yeah, hormones, Miss Justice. I was shaking and I thought, this is not okay. So I went outside and had a cigarette and I inboxed her and I said, do, in capitals, do not give me attitude or treat me like that ever again, with exclamation marks. And that's all I said. Well, within 3 minutes, she come out, oh, Nan, I'm just going to go and do the rabbits now, okay? Is that all right? Have I got time before dinner? And I thought, holy shit, that actually worked. Inbox the kid and you get a better response than going in there and putting your foot down. And she was fine after that, but, it's just, I'm not going to cope. It's just going to drive me insane. You had 3 daughters, Twiggy? Holy shit. And the thing is with my daughters, the older one, so I had girl, boy, girl. The older one was 9 when the youngest one was born. So, I didn't obviously have 2 preteens at the same time, where now Miss Georgia is 9 and a half. So another 18. Oh, Jesus. It just scares me. Yeah, but what a way to deal with it. I just didn't know what to do. I was like shaking and upset, and I thought, please don't go into this teenage rebellious stage, like where anything you say becomes a great big drama and slamming doors and all that sort of shit, because, yeah, my son never ever done it, ever. To this day, he has never turned around and back-chatted me or whatever. Oh, actually, he does put a lot of shit on me now, more than he did when he was little. Like when I was into my sim racing 6 months ago, he would just look at me and shake his head like, oh my God. They started last month, Miss Justice. She's going to kill me for saying this on here. Yeah, that's, yeah. Yeah, he sort of likes to, it's just a joking, make fun of me type thing, and I know he's only playing, so it's fine, but he never ever turned around and back chatted or slammed a door on me or anything like that. He's such a good boy. But the girls, they're all just little witches when they want to be. Oh, too much. Okay, yeah, I get you. I realised what I'd said when I said it. And thank you for the super sticker. I know. I might have to go back and edit that out. Sorry to my granddaughter. I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, that was my afternoon yesterday. I handled it with an inbox and all was good afterwards. But I'm going to go and grab that 10 out when I get off here. We're going to change the subject. And thank you again. Too much information. I really appreciate that. Because I didn't mean to say that, just come out. My girls all have girls of their own. When they are being difficult, I laugh and say sucked in. Well, I would, Twiggy, if I didn't have custody of them. Oh, because I used to always say that to the oldest one. You wait till you have a daughter. Like, I can't wait for you to have a daughter, not knowing that I would end up with two of hers. But, I forgot to tell you, give you a little update on, they had contact with Mum last week and it went really well. They had a great time, great catch up. I had more problems with my daughter than I ever had with my boys. Yeah, girls are just difficult at times. And the little one, she's going through this fortnight bloody phase and just wants to play the game all the time. And she's limited, like she's only allowed to play it for a little bit. But she's got jobs to do and a bedroom to keep tidy. And so we're doing that as well. And it's just like, I'm too old. I'm seriously too old for this crap. But you got to do what you got to do. Anyway, I've sort of lost everything I was talking about. Some kids don't process verbal things. They need it right in front of their face, a physical copy. Yeah. Do you know how true that is, Miss Justice? I sort of done it as when I sent the inbox because I knew it would be in her hand and I don't want to. I was a coward basically because I didn't want to go in there and see her face upset. It was really weird. Here's hubby.
Water.
In my pocket. Okay, we're going to play this little thing from, I don't know if you guys know Hartley, but I've messaged her and she said it's fun to play this little clip. He just swore at me because I had the lighter in my pocket. Yeah, he tries to avoid it. And I think they take more notice of me than him anyway, ma'am, because I don't know if you guys have seen this.
Family, you got blood on your hands. Shame. Shame. You got blood on your hands, Laundrie family.
She better get justice.
You caused this mess. You caused this mess. Your son Brian is burning in hell. Your son Brian is burning in hell right now, Laundrie family. He's burning in hell. Brian Laundrie is burning in hell right now. And you're going next. You're going next, Christopher Roberto Laundrie. You're going next to hell for what you've done to Gabby's family, the Schmidt side of the family, the Petito side of the family. Shame. Shame.
No call. How many times did Mr. Petito call you? Where is my daughter? Nothing.
Shame on you, Laundrie family. The dirty Laundries.
Nothing. Roberta, can you hear me?
I know you see us and hear us, Roberta.
And I know what you did. My business sent me a whole bunch of food. You threw out $100. You threw $100 worth of our food. But guess what? My friends are sending flowers. They got through this time.
Shame.
Shame. What about Bitcoin?
What if it was Cassie?
What if it was Cassie?
What if it was Cassie?
What if Cassie?
What if it was 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 Cassie? That poor girl
is what dirty laundry looks like.
leaving his girlfriend in the mountains, in the dirt for
Dirty
weeks.
laundry. You guys
And a YouTuber found her. Really?
could have helped.
Come on!
And worked with law enforcement over a month ago.
Would you give him a pat on the back? You might as well have. If you give him a head start, you gave him a pat on the back. Terrible.
Dirty laundry.
That the law enforcement will find their son soon. Just so happens today they find the son dead,
Yeah.
sick. These people are sick. To death,
Dirty laundry.
completely preventable. And these people could have prevented it, and they chose not to. They chose not to. Now they can feel what the Petito and Schmidt family have been feeling for well over a month.
God bless you.
Gabby's life matters.
Gabby's
bless
life
you.
matters. Gabby's life matters. She deserves justice that she got today.
We're praying for her family and friends.
Yes, we are.
No remorse, do you?
No remorse.
No remorse.
No remorse.
Nope. Didn't even send a sympathy card. Didn't call them.
Wholeheartedly.
Didn't send flowers. That's a little too much. You can't even come out here. I want you to come out here, Chris. What do you know?
What do you think? Miss Justice says obnoxious. It is way too far, and because they're in there. Do you not think that they're already beating themselves up that they virtually helped their son commit suicide? What is that going to achieve? I just don't understand what they're trying to achieve right now. Molly is an attention seeker, and I just don't. I think it's trashy. Really, really, really disrespectful and trashy. Yes, she needs to go home and act her age. I don't believe it's peaceful. And there's one on here where, how do we go back to? Where she's, is that the one? I just don't understand what her objective is other than getting views and subs. She's got to botch something. I just don't agree with what she's doing. I think it's the worst look on what she knows. The whole world's out there filming all of this stuff, and she has to be dead center in the middle of it. I can't handle it. But I will. There's so much out there. Oh, you got to listen to this. No, who was it? I'm not convinced it's him either, but DNA should be back quickly. that's where I was going to go with it. The timing of it all is a little bit weird, isn't it? They hadn't found that backpack or the partial remains, but Mr. and Mrs. Laundrie go out there at 7 a.m. this morning and they find all that stuff straight away. Like, that was just weird to me. But I'm sure that Hartley had this other little clip where they were talking to someone who was there, and the guy is an actual ranger, and he didn't believe. He said it was all set up. It's just another hoax. It's not Brian Laundrie and da-di-da-di-da. So hopefully they can get DNA proof that it is him or not him really, really quickly. I wonder how long it would take to confirm. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking, Twiggy. Surely they can. And what parts are there? Because I know it's morbid and it's horrible, but I would like to know if it's partial, I want to know which parts of the body are there. Because let's not forget, our little miss disappeared in Australia, who's rorted all millions and millions out of all the. She was a finance broker or something like that, or claimed to be, and she ripped off all these millions of dollars off investors, and then she just disappeared. And then about 4 months later, they found what do you guys call them, joggers? Found a sand shoe on a beach washed up with her foot in it, and it was DNA that it was her foot. But that doesn't, did she cut her own foot off? And that's why I'm interested to see what parts were there. It better be more than a finger or arm. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But getting back to Molly, I know everyone can make their own decisions and all the rest of that, but I actually felt embarrassed for her. And she says her husband supports her and all this stuff, but my husband would not support me if he caught me doing that. I can tell you now. Not that I ever would, because that's just not something I would do. I think it's trashy, it's tacky, it's disrespectful, and regardless of the whole situation, I still would not have gone and protested out the front of that family's house even before they found him. Like, you're a YouTuber, it sort of taints the whole YouTube world with shit like that. And I'll probably lose subscribers for saying this, but I don't, I'm going to keep it real to myself instead of saying, I'm not going to talk about that, because it's just, no, sometimes you just have to. I think it's horrible. Yes, they are horrible people, but screaming at them that their son is burning in hell, that's exactly what I'm trying to say, Hollyberry. There's a way to go around shit like this, and that's, life is life, and what they might not have good things coming to them now because of, they've got to live with it. They've got to live with the fact that they probably know now that they've made the wrong decision and probably should have told law enforcement and advised their son to talk to law enforcement from day one, and he'd still be alive. They've got to live with that. Do you not think that they're not beating themselves up now that they handled it wrong? I'm sure they bloody do know. Yeah, I know he killed Gabby, and I'm not sticking up for Brian in any way. Please don't get me wrong. I'm just talking about the fact that what's her out the front of that house yelling, screaming, carrying on, he's going to burn in hell. How is that going to help anything? Yeah, I don't know. That's just mine. Hi, Tractor Basil. There isn't enough crows in America for everyone to eat. Regardless, they are human beings with feelings. I'm sure the guilt is. Yeah, they've got to live every single day, wake up every single day thinking, holy shit. And they made that decision. They've got to live with it. And that's the reality of it now, isn't it? Yeah, I just think it's a bit, the timing's really weird for me, that the only time Mrs. Laundrie goes out there, and 20 minutes later they said that they found the backpack and stuff. So, and it did look like, I'm sure, is it this one? Okay. This is the one I was going to show you guys. This is Molly at the reserve.
What's going on with the Justice for Gabby? I think this is coming to an end. There he is.
How are you?
You gonna hire me?
What did you get us here? What they found?
What do they find now?
Some remains.
Yeah, I figured. But you said that that's
I think dog or coon or hog.
Are you sure?
It's funny they can't find shit for a month, and then the day the park opens.
But they found the his backpack. Did you hear that?
Sweetheart.
He works there.
Sweetheart.
Yes.
I've been in the woods all my life. Let me tell you, say you dropped a dollar bill in here and you've been looking for it for a fucking week, and you're in here all day, and then all of a sudden they open the door and there's $1 there. Would you walk over it for a week?
So
how did
and now you specifically said that you think that the Laundries are pulling another game, right? So you're leaning towards that way. I'm not going to pull you. I'm not a reporter.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's just common sense. They don't find nothing for it. They're in there with dogs and this and that. Everybody's searching, and all of a sudden.
He works there.
I used to run the property.
He ran the property. 25,000 acres.
That's what I do. I run a horse for a living. I run cattle. I'm in the woods all day. But I run ranches that are 180,000 acres.
So you think that it's going to be an animal that they found?
Well, I don't know what they found, but what I'm saying
a gun and a backpack.
Isn't it awful funny? The day the park opens and the parents go out there this morning, all of a sudden they find something, but they didn't find nothing to do.
I was there 2 days ago. I don't know where it
found
came
a
from.
gun and a backpack.
That's what they said to me. With the press, yeah. There's blue tents. They put up two blue tents.
See this one? Who you talking about? Hello?
This is my friend.
Going where? Oh, yeah, Troy. Troy, we just found it on the floor. I'm so sorry.
So he's one of the park rangers who's been there for like 20 years. So you really think that this is just going to be another hoax?
Well, do you think the car was a hoax?
What do you think about the car?
Well, let me tell you, if my child was missing, and I pull up to the park 4 days later, the first thing I'm going to do is call the police, and I'll take the car home and then call the police. If you care about your child, would you be out mowing your yard in shorts?
You're right.
While you're looking for your child?
You're right.
Everybody else is looking for your child, and you're at home. Bullshit. I don't give a damn. I tell him to his face. I don't give a damn.
I know.
They know where his son is. We all know what's going on.
Let me tell you something.
I feel sorry for the little girl.
Of course. And her family, of course.
She lived with that family.
I know.
For a year.
Two.
And that's what they showed.
Two.
That's what remorse they're showing right now.
We've been
If
protesting.
the kid was missing, I would be out there every day on foot. You know, it would take SWAT team to hold me back, I promise you. I mean, I was in Desert Storm. They'd see more in Desert Storm if it was my kid. It'd be a lot worse.
Are you heading back?
Well, I live on that street. I gotta go home.
Are you going home? You're not going to stay for the crazy circus?
Where?
You know, with all the reporters to see what they got. Or are you gonna...
My crew was called me, wants me to do 9 o'clock tonight
Oh my
on
gosh.
CNN. I've done them all. I've done
All right.
Hannity, Fox News. I've done them all.
All right.
But where? Stay out there?
I'm gonna be out there all day.
Where are you from?
Hershey, Pennsylvania.
What do you just down here visiting?
No,
What do you live down here?
no. I live in Hershey. I have a YouTube channel and I was covering.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm covering Justice for Gabby.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
I'm one of the protesters.
Okay.
I brought a laundry basket with the dirty laundry and I was yelling.
I know how this works. 12 years ago, there was a young man that got killed in Venice by a car. My nephew. And I don't even want to talk about that.
All right.
I don't want to be extremely sensitive, but I know what it's like.
They're not. There's a lot of. I get
You
it.
drive down that road.
Yeah.
On the left, you see that house with that big mound of,
It's beautiful. The
Black
beautiful
house?
one. Yeah.
I don't know, pecan and green.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty.
my house.
That's like the prettiest house. It's like, oh, that place doesn't even look like it belongs in Northport.
So if I live out there, then
Hi. Aw.
Stop out there. Let me know what's going on.
I will.
What you hear so far?
Gun, backpack. Laundrie said that yes, that it's his backpack, and now there's 2 tents, 2 blue tents
Okay.
over there.
Okay. But the tents weren't up yesterday.
No, just today.
In here, they're setting it up.
You think it's all set up?
It's a horse.
She thinks this is set up too.
Horse and doggy club, so that's all it is.
You believe that, really?
Come on.
Why do you think? Why do you think? Like honestly, like what's your opinion? Like why do you think it's going this way?
They're protecting their child.
So you think they're misleading the FBI?
They're
Oh.
misleading everybody.
Yeah, let me tell you something. If I find out that that's not him, I'm gonna lose it.
You don't understand. Anybody with common sense knows that the parents are sick. It's all set up. Come on. Think about it. So son went out on Tuesday. They didn't see him, so they drive out there Friday and see his car.
Yeah.
And then what do? They don't call the police.
It's
They
weird.
drive it
I know
home.
it's weird. I know it's
Common
weird.
sense.
I know
It's not weird. It's common
I-
sense. And then the day they go out there, all of a sudden they're finding stuff. But
Yeah.
the police could find that in a month.
right. Yeah, I know. I know.
Dogs and this and that.
I
Man
know.
walks out there in his shorts and finds his son within 20 minutes. Bullshit.
All right.
I'm gonna tell you that. If I saw that
Telling Roberta.
damn street,
Gotta stop.
I would thump his head.
If you find him, you're gonna thump him.
I said if I saw his daddy walking down
Oh,
the
the
street
dad?
the way they are,
Well, I'm the one that's been yelling outside the house for days and 2 weeks ago. I'm trying.
so you got a YouTube, you just
I'm a
run around?
YouTube. Yeah, I'm sorry. Just run around.
Oh, yeah, hell, I don't
Yeah.
even own a computer.
This
Don't
is
know.
the first time I've done like the
I
boots on the
don't
ground, but
own
I've
it.
never been
I
in
don't
the
own
forest.
a computer. Never will.
Oh.
I ride a horse.
Your
before.
forest is the first time I've ever been in the
The only
forest.
thing I've got is I've got a cell phone. I'm a sophisticated cowboy.
Thank you for the answer, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, oh my God, he's checking me. You're so funny. What's going on?
Well, sorry guys. What I wanted to get out of that was, did you hear what she said when she was telling the ranger what they had found? The first item. She said a gun, a notebook, and a backpack. And then she's gotten right at the end, oh, he's totally checking me. I'm like, oh my God. She just makes my skin crawl. Nothing is a setup. No, I believe it's him too, Tractor Basil. And I think it's, I don't know. If you're going to be boots on the ground, go there with a bit of integrity and get information. Don't go there and carry on like you're looking for you know what and making it all about yourself. Yeah, human remains have been found there. Partial human remains have been found there as well, Twiggy. But, and they were saying on WFLA, like if he did, do that thing weeks and weeks ago, then the alligators and stuff would probably have taken some and all that sort of thing. It is really hard to talk about, isn't it? And I know the whole thing is just messed up and sad for absolutely everybody. For Gabby, for both sets of her parents. Now the Mr. and Mrs. Laundrie and Cassie and her family have to live with the fact that it could have been held differently, and they could have saved him from being where he is today if it is him. Does it look like he's writing? I don't know. I think we'll get more information tomorrow probably, because it's like nighttime over there now, isn't it? Yes, I will trash on my own people because our country just can't handle simple truths. We will see, Josie. More will come to light. At Sharon, to educate us, 50,000 subs. What does MGL make a month? Oh my God, Nancy. Well, am I still sharing the screen? No. Let's just, I'm probably gonna be in heaps of shit for this, but I'm gonna do it. I just hope they don't take my channel down. Now Miss Sharon's being a big hypocrite, but I'll own that as well. What? She had over 50,000 yesterday. Really? I'm not joking. Yesterday she had 50,000 subscribers. And now she's down to 41.1. But there's this thing I was going to show you. I didn't know about this John Hinged guy. Had never ever heard of him, ever, before Scott H was talking about him the other day. And I was like, at first I thought, because I was in the chat, that they were talking about John QQ. This is when Scott was losing his shit the other day with, that whole scenario. Have a backup channel. I've got my So Awesome one. So guys, if you want to go and subscribe over there, just so we do have a backup. That would be good. This is probably why people try and get their subs up, in case it gets taken down, like it seems to be happening. Well, when I was in a chat this morning, I think it was that LC Crime and Justice lady, she put in someone's Discord that Doug's channel was just taken down. And I said, really? So I went and had a look, and it wasn't. It was still up there. So I don't know why she thought that. I will try and get the other one up and going. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, Scott H and the whole John Hinge thing. And I didn't know who he was. So I went over and started watching things, and yeah, I still am quite like, wow. And he actually backs up most of what he says with proof, and I was a little bit, anyway. But last night when I was watching something on John Hinge's one, I purely remembered that she had 50,000 subscribers. At Nancy, sometimes very hard to discover. I've sent you a private message on Facebook about Candle Vigil. Oh, really? Thank you, Tony. Yeah, guys, I'm on Facebook and Instagram. I haven't been on there that much lately because I've been trying to do a bit on Discord, but if you just want to go over there and have a little look. It's crazy, this. I wish you could have a separate app for separate accounts, because every time I try to look at one, everything else goes. Tony. 7:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. At 4:30 p.m. Western Australian Time on the 21st of October, which is today. I'll see if I can get that up here. Bring Cleo Smith home. I'll put that on my community tab, Tony. So 4:30 Western Australian Time and 7:30 for the Eastern States. There's a candlelight vigil. I couldn't join the military. I don't believe in much of what they do. I don't even vote. Look, the mess the country is in now. It's compulsory in Australia to vote. Tractor. Yeah, that's interesting to me. On the scene. Let's have a look. She'll probably strike me though, guys.
From the house. Probably going to be the only person at the house. Hold on. Jackie, are you here? She got your flowers. Jackie's one of my patrons. She's a patron. Jackie, she got your flowers. They're sitting here. Get a part over here. Get a part over here. Get a part right here.
Jesus. I can't do it. Makes me too angry. Yeah, what did I miss up here? Behavioural panel is finally giving the wrap up. Oh, really? When's it going to be? Thank you. It's not no thanks. No, I didn't think it was. She might have got it mixed up with someone else. I'm not sure. Am I coming out being under? Yes, I did. Do you want to come up and tell us about it? I'll put the link in if anyone wants to come up. No, I don't want to get in trouble either, Nancy. I just don't understand it all. I think it's trashy and I don't. No, you're just having dinner. Oh. Do you know sort of what timestamp it was on? Roughly? Yeah, 1:46. 1 minute 46 into it. Really? Okay. Ziggy's last live. I don't know what time that is for you all, but it's tomorrow late morning for us. Yeah, it's just... I'll never understand it, but if she's going to get more out of it than a good reputation, that's her choice, I guess. What was I looking for? Oh, Ziggy.
So sorry, I'm like...
Where is you? There she is. It went forever. I just had to keep popping in and out because I had to take my mother-in-law to the eye doctor. Oh, 1 hour 46. I was going to say, geez, you got on quick because some people were waiting over an hour in line and backstage just to get on there. Hi, Ice Princess. You did catch a live. Brace yourselves. What did you do, Miss Justice? Oh, I'm excited now. Let's go and have a look. Oh, I didn't click on it. 1 hour. Now I've lost it. 1 hour 46. How's that? I'm just going to mute out and have a quick smoke, guys. Why is it not playing? You got to press play, Sharon.
Here is what TDI is looking for. Right there is what the FBI is looking for. Those little inconsistencies right there tells us, you know, hey, you're BSing. You know what I'm saying? You are BSing. You can't keep your story straight.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You can't.
I want to say thank you to Glitter Rotsy for coming up. I dropped her so we could get Levitt up so I can move down the line. And I mean, gosh, Levitt has been waiting for a long time. So has Cam and all these guys. So
Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. I just have a couple questions. What is do Don and Ben talk to Prairie Garden at the same time?
Oh
no.
No. What about Cher?
I haven't ever spoke to Cher at all. You know, basically, I don't think they was up there to listen. I think they were up there to get video footage and busy with other things. And it was just something that creeped up on them before, you know, they got come back to reality, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, oh, well, you know, they didn't understand. Hey, if you're spaced out, you know, you're not going to hear somebody pull in. Have you, you know, you sound like you're older. So I'm sure that you have had somebody pull in, and usually you hear them, but certain times you don't because you're just.
Doesn't sound like she's older.
Well, I mean,
you know, everybody's actually saying that she has like Sweetie Pie Low is like, I don't know if you heard of her. She said that you have like, she has a channel of like, she has a really good channel. She's kind of like released this Donna Serafina readings. But anyway, she said you have a voice of an angel. You have a really good voice. Like
Thank
you. Have a really
you.
good voice for. But anyways,
she does have a pretty voice. But
yeah,
I mean, you know, I didn't mean. I wasn't saying. Like
No, it's okay. I didn't take it.
Did Mary, did you have something to say?
I just
Mary's,
meant that, you know, you've been around long enough to know what I'm talking about. You know,
right, but a scream is, you know, that's.
Well, you
if
know,
it was drawing to Jody Sue.
Here's my thing, is, you know, they got the police, they got TBI, they've got FBI, and here's my thing, is, you know, people find a lot out by what they call reenactment, and, you know, and it's the police's job to go up there by grandma's camper, and it's their job to let a sound out, like a child scream that would equal to a child scream, and somebody be across the way on that hill where Jody Sue said she was, and let's see where that sound has to be in order for Jody Sue to have heard it. And then we will know where Summer was at the time Jody Sue heard it.
Yeah. Let's let Mary, I think, has something to say. If I'm wrong, please just let me know, Mary.
Yeah. Now, Candace told Chris McDonough in that interview she done with him up on the property, that she went over to the trailer, that they were outside, and she said she walked over to fix the brace on her mom's knee and then walked back to the house. So she, and even in one phone call that I had, I asked her about that. I said, well, were you in the trailer or were you guys outside? And she goes, we were outside. We were sitting on the steps of grandma's trailer when she was fixing her brace. So how could she not have heard that scream if they were actually outside the trailer?
Thank you, Mary. And you know what? And listen to this. She said, I also heard Candace say, here's what she said. Well, when she was talking to me, well, you know, I went into a house and Summer jumped up and she came running out. We was planting flowers. And then we went she said we went in to grandma's trailer. We went inside, washed up, got some piece, and my mother gave Summer a piece of candy. And then Summer was bugging, wanting to go back over to her brother's. So I took her over there and sent her into the house. Now, and then I heard, this story told again out of Candace's mouth. And she says, hey,
we had water on the back of the truck that we washed our hands from. What? What? You said you went in the trailer and did all it. Now you was on the back of a truck. It wasn't even going into grandma's to do it. I mean, right there is what TBI is looking for. Right there is what the FBI is looking for. Those little inconsistencies right there tells us, you know, hey, you're BSing. You know what I'm saying? You are BSing. You can't keep your story straight.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You can't.
I want to say thank you to Glitter Rotsy for coming up. I dropped her so we could get Levitt up so I can move down the line. And I mean, gosh, Levitt has been waiting for a long time. So has Cam and all these guys. So
can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. I just have a couple questions. What is do Don and Ben talk to Prairie Garden at the same time?
Oh
no.
No. What about Cher?
I haven't ever spoke to Cher at all.
Okay. How often do you speak with Benny?
And all honesty, I called Benny. Personally, I called Benny one time to speak with him. He really couldn't talk much. He told me he would call me back, which he called me back, but his grandmother, I think something happened to his grandmother. And she took to a hospital or something. And anyway, you know, I told him I pray for her, and we got off the phone because that's important for him to, you know, address his grandmother and everything. But and then Benny, I just feel bad for Benny. I mean, Benny's been through a lot. And anyway, then Benny didn't call me back like he said he would and whatever. So I called him and he was dropping the calls and so forth. So I just left him alone. And then Donald was telling him that he, you know, that Donald needed me because at that time I was catching on to everything Donald was saying. You know, it was leading up to right about the time it came out about the Jody Sue. He told me he didn't know them, and then I found out he did, and that was kind of the final straw for me. That was when, you know, no, I'm not able to no longer support, uphold, no, you know, I just caught him in too many lies, indiscrepancies, and all kinds of other things. I wasn't feeling right about it anyway. But anyhow, Benny Keys, let's get back to Benny. And then Benny hit me up because Donald was upset that I wasn't talking to him. And Benny, really what Benny wanted was to get me out of the way, try to, you know, because that's what Benny and Cher do. They try to get people out of Donald's life, and that's okay. I mean, I don't know why they're trying to monopolize the man, but they possibly have, you know, they really messed this case up by what they've done, because Donald should have been able to be free to come out here and talk to everybody, not somebody. But long story short, Benny Keys hit me up to call him, please. I didn't see the message. One message. That's what it said. And I did not text Benny Keys ever at all. I haven't ever texted Benny Keys. It was, and then he called the phone and my daughter answered. And my daughter gave me the phone and it was Benny. And I can't remember precisely what the conversation was about. I don't know. Something about Donald.
Is he respectful to you when you talk to him?
Benny Keys?
Yes.
When he talked with me, well, yeah, you know, I did call him when his little boy was sick, and I told him, you know, I was praying for his little boy, and I would appreciate. Benny was going through some things right there, but he basically what he did was, you know, he acted respectful pretty much on the phone calls. I feel, like I said, I feel sorry for Benny, but then today, you know, today he came up on YouTube and started threatening me. And, you know, what he's saying is if I don't sit down and I don't shut up, he's going to put bad things out there about me.
But why? What triggered him to do that?
It's something about Donald. He's
Did it have to do
Donald.
with the drywall talk from last night?
Yes, it did. It did.
Did Don go off on you too?
He was trying to call on her.
Yeah, he's been blowing my phone up. Yes, he has.
When was the last time you talked to him?
I talked.
Everyone needs. I can't read the last part of the. And I don't know. Everyone, are you not wanting to be on camera? Because I covered it.
Okay.
You're not up on camera right this second. I'm trying to keep it from coming up. Like if I add somebody, I'll just keep it covered like this, where you can't see who's on panel. So you can't, nobody can see her. So anyways, go ahead. What's your name? Everyone needs what?
Hope.
Hope. Everyone needs hope. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
And,
Sorry.
and by the way, y'all are all breaking up.
Oh, really? For you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit.
And Mary.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit. I don't think. I think it must be on your end. Anybody in the chat, can you tell us if we're breaking up? Go. Everyone needs help. What was your question real quick? And hopefully you can kind of hear.
Okay. This is for Prayer Garden. When Don started going up on Cher's panel, he was drunk one night and he was talking to Benny about the woman that he had been on the phone with every night. Was that you?
Yes.
And y'all got naked and did the.
Oh no! Hold up! No. Wait a minute. You're talking about the woman that Donald told about some Mexican mafia, and he told her that he sold his daughter for $50,000, that he owed $20,000. So he just went ahead and sold his daughter for $50,000. And he was naked in the bed, showed her, you know.
Yeah.
That was not me. No.
Okay. I just wanted to know. All right. Next question is real quick. I think it was the night that they did the prank on Mary. The neighbors were talking the next day about Candace running down the road, Don following behind her, and then another woman behind him. And this is verified by a couple of neighbors and also by a couple of creators that live over there. Do you know what that was all about? Now, it might not have been that same night, but it was around that time.
Candace, there was the only woman staying up there was Dale. So it must have been Candace running out, you know, mad at Donald. She's mad at Donald. And he's probably chasing behind her. And then Dale's probably just, you know, coming to try to intervene. And I don't know, because Dale's supposed to be a Christian woman, you know, also. And she was the one up there. Basically, her and Donald's the one that cleaned the yard. And she's also been up there with a couple other women cleaning that house. And I'm not sure what Candace is doing. I really don't. But, you know.
Does he give her drugs?
Give who drugs?
Donald give Candace drugs. Does he make sure she's drugged up?
Donald don't have to give Candace no drugs. She takes all them drugs freely. She smokes weed, sucks down liquor. Donald actually.
But she doesn't work, so she must be getting it from him, basically, probably.
Well, you know, I'm sure Candace knows where the drug dealer lives. You know what I'm saying? She'd go pick up her own.
I mean, how's she getting money for it, though?
Well, Donald gives her money.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Mary wants to say something.
Oh,
Mary wants to say something.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I was on the phone with Donnie one day, and he put it on speaker, and you could tell they were driving, and I was talking to pretty much both of them at the same time because they were on speaker, but I guess they were headed home, and Candace goes, "Where are you going?" And he goes, "I'm going home." And she goes, "Well, I need my bag, so turn around."
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Exactly. And not only that, but, she was taking, her mother was also up there, and I'm sure, putting some of the bill for Candace as well.
Yeah.
Granted.
One more thing, Prayer Garden. You need to be really careful, and I'm sure you're going to hear it over and over and over about Benny. All you need to do, babe, is just go back and listen to his videos. And if you don't think he don't cuss women out and put them down and call them and tell them he's going to call CPS, or he's got something he's going to get with them and they won't open their mouth again, I'm just warning you.
Well, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to be honest with you. I am a Christian. I don't use God. I follow God. And I can't get into the cesspool of this. I'm not allowed.
Yeah, but he's already threatened you once.
Yes,
he's already
I know. And I'll pray for him. I'll pray for Benny. I will pray for Benny. Benny's got a beautiful family. I truly believe Benny wants to find God. He wants to be with God. He tries to get on the right path, and I'm not going to bash Benny or any other, or anybody else.
You don't have to. You've already messed it up by talking about Don and stuff. Benny's going to get a hold of you one way or the other.
Well,
I mean, clear your name or whatever is what I'm saying.
Well, I hope, I hope not. I hope not.
I hope not.
I hope Benny understands that, and I am this is America, the land of the free, the home of the brave. And to be honest with you, it's became the land of the lockdown, the home of the haters. And I hate that.
Yeah.
But,
well, Benny doesn't think rationally like most people. But I think you're going to see this slowly.
Well,
I know you're giving them the benefit of doubt.
I just hope to God,
fair. You're trying to be fair. I understand.
Well, it's not just Benny. I'm not allowed to bash nobody. I don't want to bash. Yeah. We're all in this together for summer, to find summer. And I think Benny's in it for that too. I think he is. I truly think he is.
He don't even call her name. He don't even say her name.
He's got a son that he loves with everything in his heart, and I think Benny might be letting.
He has other kids that he won't freaking even. You know that, right? He has kids by other parents, other moms.
Yeah, yeah.
He has nothing to do with them. But I know you're just trying to.
No.
You're trying to.
I'm not trying to take up for Benny or anything, but I was on the phone with him, and his daughter was there. He had a daughter that was at his home.
Like
he doesn't have one daughter, and she lives in Florida, so she wasn't there.
Well, he told me that
Michigan, isn't it? I thought it was Michigan. I thought that's where
yeah, because she was online last night. His ex-wife.
Maybe the daughter was busy. I heard a girl's voice, and he told me it's his daughter.
Like, how old was the girl? Per garden?
I don't know. She didn't sound too old.
Okay, because his daughter is like high school age.
She's 17.
Yeah, she's almost an adult.
Yeah.
She didn't sound too old. Probably about somewhere in that age.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we don't need to go about Benny, but I know you're trying to, you're trying to deal with his hate with love, I think, and I think I understand. I get it. You're trying to hopefully see if he'll have a change of heart.
The thing is I can't worry about other people. I got to worry about my God, and I'm not allowed. I refuse to hold hate and stuff in my heart because that only hurts.
You could drop me, Ziggy.
That only hurts.
Thank you. Everyone needs hope. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
All right. We have we have Cam and Ricky now. They've been. Thank you, Cam and Ricky, so much for waiting so patiently, and thank you, Gangster Granny. Anybody who's became a member tonight, check the community tab. That's where the members only link for Discord. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Cam.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yep.
All right. This is for Miss Mary. Do you know what Dawn's real mom's name is? Dawn's mom's real name.
Yeah, it's Karen.
Karen? Okay, because I heard that it was Patricia Nadine Wells, so there was a little bit of confusion.
Patricia Nadine Wells is my mother.
Your mother?
That's my
Okay.
biological mother. Karen
Okay.
is Donnie's dad, or Donnie's mom, I mean.
Karen. And that's Karen Goad or Wells?
She said yes, Goad.
Goad. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I needed to know. Thank you so much for clearing all that up.
That long for the. You weren't kidding when you said you just had one short question.
I know. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great night.
You too. Okay, so now we have Diane.
Hello.
Hi. Hey, thank you so much for waiting so patiently.
No problem. I have one question for Mary, and then I have a couple for Prayer Garden if I have time.
Okay.
Mary, I know you have went and filed charges. Are they telling you how long it's going to take before you see any kind of results from it? What's the holdup, I guess, is what I was wondering.
They just said the stuff takes time and it's going to take time. So.
Okay. I didn't know if they were.
They just have to go through channels. They just got to go through channels and do stuff, and get stuff together, and it just takes time. So
Sure. Well, I also wanted to tell you, if you go see Dr. Phil, if that happens, I want you to know that you got a whole army of people behind you supporting you. So don't feel intimidated. Get out there and be strong.
Is that gonna be Jeannie too?
No. They just asked if I wanted to go on. So yeah, it's probably just gonna be me. Maybe Trish, I don't know.
I just dropped the link, Nancy, for you. If you want to come up and have a chat. Anyone else, if you want to come up and talk about it. I sort of was in and out of this part of it, so I haven't seen the whole thing. Because it went for, how long did it go for? 7.5 hours. Here's Nancy. She's just come into backstage. Are you right to go up, Nancy? You don't want to show your face? Yeah, how Ziggy's coordinated all of that has me mystified. Because she
Sharon.
Hi, Nancy. How are you?
Great. How are you, Sharon?
Yeah, not too bad. What did you think of? Did you watch the whole 7.5 hours?
I did.
Yeah.
I did, and I want to. This is what I want to say.
Mm.
It was all. I don't want to say anything bad about that prayer garden woman, because when she started to cry, that really hurt me. And she had to. No one wants to make anyone cry.
No.
But here's the bottom line. After all those hours, here, the second woman that came on's name was Jenna.
Yeah.
Did you watch it, Sharon? Did you watch any of it or listen?
Right at the beginning, what was she talking about? Because I can't remember. I think I just come in After an hour and a half or something.
Okay, Jenna came on later, and Jenna is the girl that after Candace did an interview with Chris McDonough, Jenna contacted Candace through Facebook.
Right.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Jenna she said she never met Candace in person, but here's the bottom line to cliff note the whole thing. Jenna said that she has info that Don was seen with Summer at a carnival or a campground in the Subaru.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Really?
But she wouldn't tell Ziggy who it was from. So Sharon, here wait now. I know it's upsetting, and I believe in Jesus. I don't listen to tarot cards. I don't listen. As soon as someone talks about a psychic, I'm out.
Yeah.
But with that said, that Donna Serafina, I only listened because I don't know why I listened. I guess because I don't know why. I was in a chat room and they were talking, and I still feel bad that I even listened. But there's so much information, and I really think people need to understand that we don't know selling of children. We don't know sex trafficking. We don't know any of this, Sharon. So
No.
when Donna Serafina talked about what they did to that little 5-year-old girl, people all of a sudden think, oh, they want to turn away. I think this is what's going on.
Yeah.
I think they're hurting these kids.
Yeah.
And it is satanic and it is evil.
It's really, really hard to think about, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say anything to get your channel flagged or anything, but years ago when I'm on the phone, I had my computer, and there's a guy by the name of, can I say it, or I don't want to get you in trouble? Can I say someone's name?
I think so. I think you'll be fine.
There's a guy by the name of Mark Taylor.
Right.
He's an ex fireman. He wrote the book The Trump Prophecies, and he said this is like years ago, could be 4 or 5 years ago. He wrote that book. He said when this all comes out, people will be vomiting in the streets.
Oh, really?
Yes, as to what is going on with these children.
Oh my God.
So, so I'm going to say the word, I'm going to say it, Sharon. Snuff film. I'm going to say it because I don't know that Prairie Garden of America. I don't want to bash her because she was crying, but Jenna was talking about Don being in the Subaru that day, which brings me back to it was all planned. Candace her eyes are dead. She's so jealous. I don't know. I don't have children, but I'm not jealous of anyone. And if you're that jealous of a little girl, wait now. Okay, wait. Let me go back. Prayer Garden of America with Ziggy said that she knows that Candace is so jealous that Don feeds off of that.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what Don is doing is he's like getting what how do you explain it? He knows what like wait, how do you he Don knows how to get Candace's goat.
Yeah, I was just
So
going to
what
say.
he does is when Candace said in that interview on the side of the house with the news crew that Summer is the boss of the family.
Yeah.
I think that's what Don is doing. I think that is so low class.
Yeah.
I see what I'm saying is I
Yeah.
think it's just my opinion. I've prayed about this. I've chewed my fingernails off. I've smoked cigarettes all about this. I really think that whoever is playing who, Don can't, whatever, that our little Summer,
Yeah.
I think she was hurt because the two of them are playing games with each other,
Exactly.
right? And
Yeah.
and the only thing that I had a problem with that Prayer Gardens of America is excuse me, if Don was hurt is touching little Summer, it was all it's see, it's so sick. If if you would just like remove yourself from the situation and not look at it as if you had kids. This is
But they are like kids. That's one thing that Prayer Garden said that I actually agreed with, that they're very childlike, and they really are, like, very, very immature. And we've said that about Candace from the beginning, that she's like mentally the mind of a 13, 14-year-old. So,
right.
yeah,
And I really think that she was attracted the way she acts. I really think she was attracted to Hunter, like she's a 15-year-old. But what people really, if it's so disturbing, and it's like we don't think like pedophiles, Sharon. No one get it.
yeah, I know what you're trying to say, because we
No
don't
one can,
like that, but we can see it from the outside.
but it's worse. I
Yeah,
think if you're not a pedophile, no matter what you can imagine in your mind, it's 10 times worse.
yeah,
Because when that Donna Serafina says there are men who like to hurt children,
yeah,
really, wait now, everyone just take a step back and think of that.
yeah.
Hurting of children, you've got to think of
I know.
that. When a kid cries to a normal person, what's your first instinct? You want to run to that baby,
Yeah,
you want to
and
make them stop, right?
yeah,
But if
totally.
you're a freak pedo, you get off on that somehow. I'm being completely blunt.
Yeah.
And
No, I
we
agree with
don't understand it. We do not. I think it would take 1,000 years for people to really understand what they are doing. What you know, when you see that little Summer's face, don't you just want to kiss her?
you. Oh, absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely. She's just gorgeous.
but these men don't. They want to make them cry. God only knows. Really, in the I've I don't want to get very graphic, but I'm
No.
telling you right now, when I heard Mark Taylor say that when this all comes out, people will be vomiting in the streets.
Wow.
Those
Well,
are strong words.
I hope I never get to a point where I understand it. You know, it's
Thank
just, you know, in the big picture of it all, it just, it's too much, isn't it? But
It is. It's
to
too
get,
much.
to get
It
your
is
head around why they would get enjoyment out of that, that will be something I never ever understand.
exactly, Sharon. And the fact, and you know what? When you look at a little kid, you know, I don't get that at all. That you're sexually aroused by a little, I don't get it. See? Because we're not pedophile. I don't know what makes them a pedophile. I don't want to know. I don't, but if you're a mother and a father and your whole job is to protect that baby
Yeah.
and you didn't, and Prayer Gardens of America, which is on Ziggy, is talking about telling Don to get immunity. See, I don't know what you heard, and she cried. I don't,
Yeah. So was she trying to tell Don to get immunity and tell the truth about what Candace did?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Because
And
I missed that.
she wants Don to tell the TBI or the FBI where Summer's body is. So she knows Summer is no longer alive.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you something, Sharon.
Yeah.
Summer was missing. This is just my gut feeling. Um, when Summer was gone on June 15th and June 20th was the news conference where the horse, you remember that? Where the
I
horse,
remember that. Yeah.
that's when I think Summer died.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I've looked at that video several times. I've prayed, I've asked God, and I'm not a Bible banger and I'm not a phony. And
Yeah.
someone couldn't you cannot mock God. And
Yeah.
that's what I think is going to boomerang on them. And I keep typing in chat. Go ahead, Don. Keep talking about God. You with your phony Bible quotes. Keep doing it because I want God to get angry, and I want him to show us where Summer is. And I think that on June 20th, when that horse took off, I think that little baby was dead. When they say that kids are only alive for 3 days, that's only 5 days. And if
Yeah.
did you listen to Donna Serafina? Did you listen, Sharon?
Yeah. I've watched it a couple of times now.
Okay.
And yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what that dozer means. A full dozer, remember?
Yeah.
See, and I know everyone has kids and everyone has grandchildren, and we don't want to listen, but we must.
Yeah.
The only way to get to the bottom of this is you gotta listen.
Yeah.
And I'll bet my right arm.
Yeah.
Candace sold that baby. She sold that baby, and Don went along with it because he's already a
SA offender. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
He admitted to it.
I know, but then 2 days later he said they were making it all up and tried to weasel out of it. Like,
he's a liar. Listen, if you listen to Prayer Gardens of America, if you listen to Jenna on Ziggy, These
Yeah.
people are con artists. They are
Oh,
drug addicts. They are, if, 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 if I had 4 little kids, I had a daughter and 3 sons, you think I would let some pedophile named Jose from New York even come near my property?
exactly. But the thing
Exactly.
is, with that, like Donald defends her no matter what. Like people have tried to tell him that it was Candace that was involved with that guy and everything after Ali was in the picture. And
Right.
Donald defends her to the hilt with everything. So I just don't understand
You want to know why, Sharon?
why.
I really believe they had something to do with getting rid of Rose.
I do too.
Yep. And
Especially
that's what they're
when
blackmailing each other with.
yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
listen, Sharon, I was on a chat with the rocket science guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And some woman typed in there, Jeannie. Now, Jeannie isn't this sick? Don's got a stepsister named Jeannie,
Yeah.
and Don's got a real sister named Jeannie.
Has he?
Yeah. Wait. No, wait. Candace, wait. I'm sorry. Candace, Rose, and Jeannie are 3 sisters.
Yeah.
And somebody typed into the chat with rocket science that Rose is in a what do you call it? In a container. And she said that Jeannie was drunk at a party and Rose, the bitch, is dead.
Oh wow.
So if they're blackmailing each other to keep quiet, see, this whole thing is so, isn't it something?
Oh,
It's so crazy.
it really is. And the more people that are coming out and talking, and my thing is, I don't understand why All Gardens of America has done the sudden out of the blue backflip. That's my thing, because she had come into my chat time after time and tried to she would attack people in the chat if they said anything about Donald or Candace, and it was like she was always defending them.
Right.
So I ended up blocking her, but I've unblocked her now. But on the weekend when she first come out, I didn't even believe it was the real one, but now I think it is.
Okay, Sharon, she went on Ziggy's channel and
Yeah.
said that she changed her mind because of what Mary said. And I kept typing in chat, Mary, stop. Don't, I don't trust anyone, but I don't want to make Prayer Garden cry.
No.
But we're so suspicious of these people. They called Mary, Candace calls Mary crying. All this game mind. It is. You know what it is? It's a
Charity.
mind.
Yeah,
It's a mind game.
Candace is playing on a really, really low intellectual level. So to her, that's in her mentality a thing, and that is absolutely something a 15-year-old would do, like a prank call and stuff like that. So she's not on the same maturity level as other people her age. But I'm not making an excuse for Candace, but it doesn't surprise me because of the way she is. She's not at her age level in her brain. So that would also explain a bit of why she's so jealous of Summer all the time, because she's just not there mentally, you know. And
I agree.
She
I
wouldn't have
agree.
the patience of a normal adult either, I don't feel.
But wait, Sharon, here's the bottom line. You know, someone hurt me when I was 9 years old.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of women, there's a lot of even boys. You know what? We all had a choice. I don't hurt children. I don't
No.
look at children I don't want to hurt anyone. Don, if whatever happened to Don, and and you've been around other chat rooms. Oh, we're supposed to feel so sorry for Candace. She was raped. She was this, she was that. Well, she had a choice, right?
What do you mean?
You know, if you were raped as a child, you don't
Yeah.
have to rape other children.
No.
You have a choice. You
Exactly.
can, right? You can
Yeah.
duplicate what happened to you, or you can stop it.
Exactly.
I don't hurt children. I don't
No.
look at my nieces and nephews and say, "Oh,
No,
I get a," right?
yeah, I'm a survivor as well from the age of 3 till I was 12, and I can
I'm
tell you, as a survivor, there is no way in hell I could think like that.
exactly.
That doesn't mean that we are our abusers all over again. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes. So what I'm saying is the bottom line, they have a choice. Don
Yeah.
hurt I believe it. I believe he hurt Jeannie. I
Yeah.
believe he hurt his sister. And I believe that Rose, Candace's little sister, called CPS about her children and they stopped it. Something was going on. They killed. I don't know. I think Rose is dead. She's gone and they're
Anyone?
blackmailing each other and now they hurt. I think they sold Summer. I think they sold Summer to get rid of her. Number one,
Yeah.
Candace is jealous. Number two, Don is trying to cover his Fanny. And neither of them care about what they put that little girl. I mean, everybody else is trying to protect their children from pedophiles and freaks, and these two slobs gave their little girl to men.
Yeah. I think
And
I honestly believe that it's getting closer. Like, I really do believe something's going to happen soon.
Sharon, I'm telling you right now, in the
Feels like
mighty name of Jesus, I'm telling you, in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, these two slobs, I'm telling you right now, I can feel it.
Yeah.
We all have to be patient. Just remember, God always wins.
Exactly.
You cannot come on, you cannot do what they're doing. Wait.
No. We've got Josie in the house as well.
Hello.
How are you, Josie?
Okay, and you?
Yeah, I'm good. It's good to hear your voice.
Same here.
Is it Mary?
No, Josie.
No, it's Josie.
Oh, Josie. Hi, Josie.
Hi.
Yeah, what do you think about everything, Josie?
That's hard to say because we hear so much back and forth, and then one person's just seems kind of flip floppy. That 1 minute she's all on Don's side, Don this, Don that, Don that, and then all of a sudden she turns around and says she doesn't want anything more to do with him. So I don't know if she's just doing it to get attention or she's doing it to get back because she's angry about something or what's going on. It's hard to
Wait,
say.
Josie, who are you talking about? Prairie Gardens?
Yes, prayer gardens.
I agree. I agree.
I thought she might have been a little bit jealous of all the attention Jodie Sue was getting, and she just wanted
Yeah.
to be a part of it. And I thought that might have been her motive.
But you know, you guys, I want to tell you something. When she started to cry, we don't want to, no one needs to cry. We don't, please don't hurt anyone's feelings. Regardless, I don't, I'm trying so hard to love this woman for coming out and giving us details. But
Yeah.
the bottom line is she really hasn't told us anything that we didn't know already.
Exactly.
See? Yeah.
Yeah, and that comes across quite a lot, that people are saying when she's talking that that's something she's read in a chat room, or that's something that was on another channel in a discussion. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
a lot of it isn't. A lot of it she says probably, and what gets me is, if you've watched a lot of Chris McDonough's videos, he says when people state at the beginning of an answer, I'll be honest with you, and she does it constantly. We'll watch a bit more, and every time someone asks her outright a question, she'll say, oh, to be honest with you. And I've found that intriguing as well. Is that when it's not 100% fact to her, when she's trying to make out it's a fact.
You know, Sharon, and you know what's really sick about that? When you say, oh, I want to be honest with you, does that mean you weren't honest before?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
That's what I was going to say. It was.
I've never said that. Oh, let me be honest with you. See.
No. It's a
Are
funny
these
statement.
people lonely? Are they lonely and they're looking? Are we? How many narcissists are we looking at? You know?
Oh, it's a ballpark field. In my opinion, it's a
But
lot.
yet that girl Jenna is the only thing that Jenna ever said. Here now, I don't. You know, I'm not like that. I'm not going to send someone. I'm not going to send someone a message through Facebook and try to get to talk to them to get information. I don't want to rub elbows with anybody that hurt children or even has that over their head.
Yeah.
So the only thing that Jenna ever told us was that Don was sighted with Summer at 3:30 p.m. on June 15th. And when Prayer Garden said, oh no, it wasn't planned. Yes, it was. Because the only day that Don took the red Subaru was that day. That was a plan.
Yeah, it seems
So
like
Jenna is the one who said that. Is that towards the end of yesterday's live?
Yes, well, it's almost like 3 hours towards the end.
Oh, okay.
Ziggy kept saying, I'm gonna end it. And
Yeah.
then more info kept coming out. And God love Ziggy for, I mean, it was really, I've tried to figure out what I would do in that situation. I don't know.
Yeah. It felt like Jerry Springer when they started arguing back and forth.
Yeah. I was.
And they were just back and forth. Like, this is turning into the Jerry Springer show.
Wait, you guys, I could be older than you guys. I remember when, what's his name?
Geraldo Rivera.
Geraldo Rivera, when the guy threw the chair. That's what I was waiting for. I thought, oh my God, somebody's going to start throwing punches up here.
So I missed so much because it's the middle of the afternoon my time. So I'm running in and out of school and the optometrist and everything. So I'm going to have to watch some more.
Oh,
Yes,
you need to, yeah, you need to watch it, Sharon, because
Can I just change the subject while Savannah's in here? Welcome, Savannah Smiles. I'm so happy you've come to be with us. And girl, how did you deal with that woman the other
Oh, yeah.
day?
That was terrible.
That Terry woman, I'm sorry, I was in that live and I was losing my mind in chat.
I do not
because
like that.
I don't like that woman either, because as we've all seen her in Mrs. Share's panels, she will sit there and deliberately be nasty about the other channels and everything. Then she has the hide to go over to Ziggy's and act all sweet and innocent and that she doesn't say bad things. And I couldn't believe it. I
wait,
don't know.
Sharon, Savannah was on with Ziggy. Savannah was asking some great questions.
Yeah, Savannah was great. And I just don't know how. I think because Ziggy has such a lovely, sweet little nature, it prevents people from really going off. But I think I would have, if I was up there with Terry, I would have said a lot. I would have got quite angry, I think, because she really went for Savannah.
I was really pissed when she was doing that.
Yeah, me too. And I thought, Savannah, I wish I could get up there and have your back, because I would have sat her straight back down. And I don't like confrontation, but it really annoyed me.
Yeah.
That I'm not going to throw horrible names out there, but I would have had a lot to say if I could have got up there. But it's really hard, isn't it, when there's 1,000 people in chat and you're trying to get, look at me.
Yes.
So, yeah, Savannah, I think you handled it well, but I don't like that woman either. And if I ever get a chance to have you back, I will, because she's a hypocrite big time. And she's trying to play both sides of the fence as well, that lady. And if she's an advocate, why is she up in all these chats and carrying on? Sorry.
Wait, now, Sharon, the other thing is the Dale woman, the woman named Dale.
Yes. What was
she
that
brought
about?
her granddaughter. She's cleaning their home, and she brings her little granddaughter, and that's the little girl swinging on the Facebook video from Don. What is going on?
Is that who owned the little?
Yes. Don posted a video. Her name is Dale, Dale. And when Prayer Garden said to Jenna what Don and Candace were saying about Dale, that's when Jenna turned and said, okay,
Yeah.
that woman Dale, I think she's cleaning. God only knows what she's doing there, but she showed up with a little girl and they're sleeping there.
Oh my God.
They're sleeping in that filthy home.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Jenna said Dale brought her granddaughter and they're sleeping in that filthy home like for 2 days. You got lice. I don't know what's going on. And somebody asked if Don touched the little girl.
Oh, that's messed up. Why would she take her grandchild there?
I don't know. See, that's the problem. People don't believe. Remember Maya Angelou told us back in the 80s, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. I don't know why people don't believe or at least be suspicious that Don and Candace, these are bad people.
Exactly. And they're
They're
both got to look at the history too, because both of them have both lost previous children,
exactly.
so
You've got 8 kids, Sharon.
yeah,
Wait, you've got 6 with Candace, 2 with Don, 8 kids, and they don't have any of them.
yeah, I know.
But you know what? I wouldn't, I love my pit bull. I wouldn't trust my dog around those people. Oh, wait, did you hear that?
What's that?
That it's come out that Don, he's what's the he
Bestiality.
abuses dogs.
Bestiality.
What?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, stop.
No.
Nah.
Holy shit, guys. Is this on Ziggy's Live as well?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
And he's got all those dogs. Now I don't know. Wait, I can't see chat. Who's up here with us?
Josie and you and I.
Josie. What did he say? He put his finger in a dog?
Yes.
Oh God.
Yeah. 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 Get a load of that, Sharon. And then people want to look away at what's going on. If he did that to a dog, believe me, he could do that to his baby.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Oh, that is disgusting. Like,
yeah.
He needs to be put down.
I'm
sorry, but that's just how I feel right now.
But Sharon, this goes back to what I'm saying. There's a lot of people who have been abused as children. We don't all act that way.
No,
right?
we don't.
We don't.
Right. Absolutely, I agree with you.
Yep. I'm also
Sharon, can I tell everyone in chat, can I give you a perfect example?
Yep.
Okay.
Just try not to say
no,
the P word.
no. I won't say anything to get you
Yeah, you're fine.
in trouble. I'm temping at a company and I'm sitting, all the cubes are around in a circle.
Yeah.
And there was a commercial when I was, it could have been in the 80s, late 80s, beginning of the 90s. It was like a Lever soap commercial. I don't know what you have in Australia, but in America, it was a soap commercial.
Right.
And all the adults were clothed. But a man had a baby on his shoulder, naked. He's carrying the baby. You know how you carry a baby around your neck, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he turns to the camera. The baby's completely naked.
What?
Yeah. And I'm in this group and I said, what is going on? Why are babies naked but adults aren't naked? And this guy came, he was a coworker. He came out from nowhere. He's screaming at the top of his lungs, that I was like sick. I was sick-minded. And when you look back, think of it. All the adults are clothed, but the baby's not. And we're selling soap. I just couldn't, right? I couldn't figure it. I kept saying, why is the baby naked? So that's what I'm talking about. It's all like, we're not kooks. We're not all wearing tinfoil on our heads. It's not a conspiracy. It's common sense. Why are these children naked on television? If you're going to trigger somebody who's going to now go on the internet and start looking up child porn, see what
Well, Chris McDonough was talking about how much worse he feels now with the internet because it's given such a broader,
Yeah.
you know, people have so much more access to that sort of stuff now, and it's in the dark web. Like, I wouldn't even have a clue what the dark web is, but he said it's just made things so much worse. And
Well, and think of that, Sharon, what he said. He said they go to the Philippines, they go to the foreign country, they're
yeah,
with children, and when they come back, who are they looking for? Children.
yeah,
See?
yeah,
So don't please. Everyone needs to really wake up, and it's heartbreaking, it's disgusting. I don't know what you want to call it, but we cannot look away anymore. I'm telling you right now, look up Mark Taylor. And when he says that God told him people will be vomiting in the streets, when we think of that now, when vomiting, this is when we find out what exactly is going on. If you're going to sell your little baby, you're going to sell a 5-year-old baby to strangers. You don't know what they're going to do to them. You don't, and you're going to walk away.
because they don't care. Like I said yesterday, I think they're having the time of their life right now with no kids. It looks like they're really enjoying life.
Uh, I
Don't
don't
care.
know.
I
I don't
don't know.
know. Those two, and that's the sad thing. Prairie Gardens of America is telling Don to get immunity and go tell him what Candace did. I don't, you know why he can't? Because he's involved. He
Yeah,
did it. He did it. You know why? Because whatever is going on with Little Summer's body would reinforce what he did to Jeannie when she was a little girl. Because
yeah,
if he's 12 and she's 5, wait now, remember it went on every night. This is a at 12 years old, think of really it, I want to be so blunt, Sharon. I want to tell everyone this is like um what do you call that? Like you're insatiable, you're what you're obsessed. What
yeah, exactly. That's
you know what I'm
exactly
saying?
it.
Right. This isn't once a week. This is somebody, and if Don felt bad about himself and someone should have got him help, and I flip-flopped when he said that he didn't feel he felt less than human. And I'm sitting here thinking, uh-oh. But then I go back and I look at Candace's face. She's dead. The woman is dead. Her
Yeah,
her eyes are dead.
yeah, 100%. And
My
she can't look at the camera without having that it's like an avoidance type look, like she is guilty and can't look up without her eyes going crazy. You know how she
just
does that blink thing and it looks like she's about to pass out at any second?
well, and the drugs are probably numbing what someone did to her. But think of it. If someone hurt me, I'm going to remember the hurt, and I'm protecting a dog. I'm protecting my 75 pound pit bull. She's a dog. Why aren't you protecting a baby? See,
Yeah.
it's
I
so
don't
sick. It's
I don't think they protected the boys that much either.
well, something's going on, and I was in a chat room, and I said that Don is teaching the boys to hurt animals with the BB guns. And I got berated about, oh, Don's not teaching that. Yeah, he is. When you
Yeah.
shoot a dog with a BB gun, you're instilling you're going to hurt an animal, you're going to hurt a baby.
Yeah.
See?
But he tried to make out it was for their protection. You know, he's always got this warped reasoning that he had a gun in the car because he needed it to protect his kids. And,
You know,
you know,
Sharon, that's a great word that you just used. Warped.
yeah.
Warped. That's what these people are. They're warped. And I'm telling you right now. Oh, whoa, wait, did you know this? The only reason that Don joined the church was because that was part of his punishment. Okay, wait. Candace called the police October of 2020, and Don needed to go to church as part of his punishment to get off of the what is that? To part of his punishment. So he
Yeah.
didn't go to that church because
Voluntarily.
he wanted to. He went to church because the court commanded it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So he's quoting the Bible and he's mocking God, not because he believes that in his heart, but because it's all fake.
Yeah. No, it's messed up. Sassy says it's part of his parole.
That's it, part of his parole.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why everyone in chat, and I'm telling you, I will say this until I'm blue in the face. These are not good people. I don't know what you could honestly say to them to turn them around because it's done. Oh, that's what I want to say, Sharon. You know, you can only wait now. Wait, let me think how to word this. You can only do so much in life. Wait now, you're going to help me. You can only do so much in life that you get away with, and then you eventually you get caught. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
This is
Absolutely.
it. Summer is the catch.
Well, I just hope I hope law enforcement have got enough to bring them in and separate them at least for a few days to get the truth out of them.
Well, they should have been dragged in like Chris Watts was dragged in. They weren't even questioned in the courthouse
But didn't
you know what I'm
Pratt
saying?
say yesterday that they take her into the police station and she gives them attitude and tells them off, and then she just leaves?
Okay, Candace walked off the behavioral panel, which doesn't look good. And now Jenna said, told Ziggy she walked off Dr. Phil.
Ah.
See? So this is all going to be very important what we're watching.
Ziggy is actually live right now. That's why our numbers have died. So I might.
Oh, let's go. You want to watch Ziggy?
Yeah, I think it's with her friend. Interview with Jenna, a friend of Candace Wells.
Oh, there you go. That's Jenna from last night.
Okay, I think we should go over there and or I can stream it from the beginning. I don't want to upset her though.
Yeah.
Well, don't get in trouble, Sharon.
And
I love you, Sharon. I don't want you to get in trouble.
you, Nancy. Thank you so much for coming in.
Small.
No. Where's the live one gone? How come I'm not subscribed to Ziggy? Because that's not Ziggy. I'm just trying to find it.
You have people behind you supporting you. So
she's live.
Person that everybody thinks she is.
There you go.
Hey guys, how's everybody? Sorry, it's been really, really hectic.
If anyone wants to stay, I just started it from the
Oh my
beginning
gosh, you
of
guys have no
Ziggy's.
idea how hectic it is.
Oh, thank you,
sleep
Sassy
during the day
Nurse.
usually because I work from home, and that's just how it ends up happening. And I woke up literally just a couple hours
Thank you
ago,
very much.
and I've been rushing and everything to get this ready since. Well,
what do you want to do, Sharon?
I've got it streaming, Nancy,
Prayer Garden on
from the beginning. So it's not.
I see Jenna backstage.
I'm not
so
stealing her
we'll
live
do it
stream.
just one
I'm just
second.
restreaming her live stream from the beginning.
We were supposed to have Prayer Garden.
Okay.
And she was supposed to show all this information she has, and everybody was looking forward to it. Well,
so we'll
I don't even know how to say this without.
I'm gonna
I
mute
hope
out.
maybe she just means for the night,
and we'll just play it from the beginning.
Suddenly, I don't know.
Hey,
suddenly
Sharon.
she's back out.
Do you think? Look at Jenna. Do you
I'm
think
not
she
trying
looks
to piss
like?
her off because I want
Do
her
you
to come
think
on
she
here and
looks like
stuff. So I'm
Candace's
trying to watch
sister?
what I say, just in case she will.
I
But
can't
it's
see
just
her.
like, everybody was looking
She'll
forward to
show
the
her
stuff
face.
that she wanted to show. And I don't understand how to take this. She said that she was told that she said she was told by somebody that TBI wouldn't want her to share it. She didn't say TBI. She said TBI wouldn't want her to share anything. Well, she could pick and choose what.
Oh, that's slower, isn't it?
Sure. Well, hi, Levin, and hi, Lovely. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Doodle. Sorry, guys. I have literally been in a rush. Like, I thought too that we were gonna. I kept pushing back the time by like 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, because I thought that I'm trying to get. I thought Being Crime Stories Obsessed was gonna do this together, this interview. And I'm still trying. I couldn't push it back anymore. I couldn't do that to you guys. So I just like I have Emma from Crime Stories Obsessed has been in contact with me. I sent her the link. So
is it
we were
too
trying
fast?
to do what I suggested to her was to also stream it on her channel, but we just by the time I was able to get a hold of her again tonight, it like if we were talking about doing this morning and I had to go to sleep. And by the time that she woke up and saw my message, it was literally like 15 minutes ago. So we haven't been able to do like the streaming on both channels. Figure that out. So, and I don't even know if she can do it. So, guys, yeah, let me go ahead and ask Jenna since she probably wants to weigh in on the prayer garden thing, anyways.
She might be coming on.
Hey, Jenna.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being here. Somebody said, have you seen Benny's video? Did he do one today about this? Anyways, Jenna, like, do you want to? I do have pictures and stuff that Jenna said I could show.
Yeah.
We'll get to it. As far as like proof that she's been in contact with Candace. For those that do not know, I have proof of it. They have been talking for how long?
For about 4 months now.
Yeah. So she and Candace knows that she's going to be here today. I hope I was able to share that, but I just did.
Yeah, she did. She knows I'm on here now.
Okay. So yeah, Candace knows that this is happening, and still, I feel like, I've been. Back of talking to Jenna a little bit, and I feel like still just from the interview last night, I still think that even though she is friends with Candace, that she's able to be still like, I still think that she'll be honest with us. I really do. I just think that's like who she is. But, so I don't think we should like discredit her information just because she is friends with Candace. I think we should listen to what she has to say.
Well, I sent you everything. So, I mean, you have proof of everything that I said.
Yeah. I could go ahead and show one picture. I was going to make this my thumbnail, but I got so busy that I could not even do my thumbnail. So here's a picture of them on FaceTime together. I don't know. Do you know where Candace was in that picture?
Yeah, she was in Hollywood.
Oh yeah. Okay.
She was right outside of the hotel, and she tried to tell me 1,000 times who that man was, and I had no clue. So she was like, "You don't know who he is?" And I was like, "No."
Yeah.
So she sat down beside of him, and I got a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna email Emma one more time and be like, I was really hoping that she would co-host. I'm gonna send it one more time. That's it. Okay. So anyways, where to begin? Oh, okay. We'll start with the prayer garden thing. What's your feeling about her not wanting to show anything now? I don't know if it's like forever. I don't know if it's just for today that she doesn't want to show something, but it sounded like she was.
You talking to me?
Yeah. I'm just.
To be honest with you, I think that, and I'm sorry for coming on last night and like really blasting her out because I knew who she was.
I mean, I thought you were very respectful towards her, but that's just, that's my opinion.
But I think that her job was to bash Candace, and that's the main reason why I came on your live last night, was to be a voice for Candace, because everybody thinks that Candace is a monster, and Candace is not the person that everybody thinks she is.
Yeah. Well, I just got an email that said, I think Prayer Garden didn't show up because Benny was on his new channel, Blood Money TV. He gave out her name and said she was on pain meds, and he really downed her.
Really?
Was that today though? Because she already knew about the video and she was on here last night. So unless there was some new stuff going on, she did mention something about somebody. Let me pull up her. Let's see. Yeah, she said, I need to cancel tonight. I'm really overstressed and need to decompress for a while. She said, I have humans threatening me. And one was in the chat last night. Also, I've been told, I don't think this is any information she would care with me sharing. She probably would like me to share it just so I can fairly give her reasoning. She said, also, I've been told that TBI might not want me to share some of what I was going to put out tonight. Now I have to run it through them due to its, we lost her, but due to it's called self-incriminating evidence to Donald. Okay. She said, now I have to run it through them because due to it's called self-incriminating evidence to Donald. I have to run, but we'll hit you back once I'm done talking with law enforcement.
I don't believe that.
I know I am doing right, but I think after this case, I will never pick up another one. Well, why? What do you mean pick? Okay.
She didn't pick up a case. She was trying to get with Don. She wanted Don to leave Candace, which he was. I mean, he told Candace he was leaving her for her.
And did he say that in a way where he was like pissed off at Candace, or did he mean it like did he say it just to piss Candace off, or did he actually do you really think that he had some type of emotional relationship going on with Prayer Garden?
To be honest with you, the way I seen Candace cry at nighttime, because she would go down to the basement and cry, it was for real. She told me, I mean, it went on for a while, and he would walk around the house talking to her, like right there in front of Candace. And I would be on FaceTime with Candace. I've never been to Candace's house. I've never met her in person. I know some people asked that last night. Have I ever met her in person? No, I haven't. I've never met Dawn in person, but you can read people pretty good. But he would just disrespect her by walking around the house, knowing that she needs time. She's crying because all this stuff is going on, and there was no time being spent at all. He was always on the phone with her.
Yeah. What did you say about like the things like, you mentioned something like what, Candace would do like make him dinner and stuff?
Oh, most definitely. And she would cook him dinner. I know if she cooked a pot roast. She would cook dinner like 3 nights in a row, cooking him meals, and he wouldn't eat it. He didn't want it. He would be too busy on the phone, you know, with
They call
her.
her Sissy. They call her Sissy. So when we say Sissy or we're speaking about Prayer Garden.
Yeah, and
I
that's
don't know.
not her real name. She goes by many different names.
Yeah, Sissy's just like a term of endearment, I
Yeah.
guess. For in the South, I've heard people say that before. I mean, they don't say it up here where I'm at, but so yeah, so she would put off like he would put off like spending time with Candace to talk to Prayer Garden and stuff. I know Prayer Garden wants to. She kind of denied it. Well, she did. She denied that there was anything inappropriate going on.
Yes.
And we got Emma. Yay. We got Emma. Hey, Emma.
Hi.
Yes, I'm so glad you made it. Have you figured out how to also broadcast this on your channel at the same time?
No, I did look earlier on, but I couldn't work it out, and I was at work. I was working all day, so I got in and I was so tired and I went to sleep. So I'm
Yeah.
sorry you've not been able to get hold of me.
What time is it there now?
It's like 3 a.m.
Oh, wow. So, but you have got some rest and you're able to hang out for a little bit?
Yeah, I can hang out for a bit. If my phone starts overheating, I'll have to go and try and find my iPad or something on my laptop.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, just always, so thanks. And anytime I'm talking, if you can think of a question, Emma, just jump right in, like, please. Cause,
okay. Hi, Jenna.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you.
She said, when I spoke to Jenna and I asked if it would be okay to have, me and you both do the interview, Jenna said she really liked your channel. And she was like excited, or she's not excited, but she was like, yeah, she totally trusted you. So,
oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And I couldn't figure out, like, I kept trying to figure out the time over there where you're at and stuff. But I kept pushing back the time because I really wanted to do this with you. And I was hoping you could put on your channel too, because I don't want, I want you to get the views too. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I'm fine. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. But yeah, I think I don't know if it's the time difference, or I don't think it helps, does it, when you're like 6 hours behind, or whether it shifts? I don't know. But anyway.
Yeah, so right now we're talking about Prayer Garden. Have you watched anything on that we had with her, Emma?
I haven't watched anything yet. If you've already been talking, I just literally saw your email.
No, I mean before in my last live. You know who Prayer Garden is? Have you watched any?
Yeah, okay. I have been watching. I wouldn't say I've watched. I keep getting emergencies, so I've not watched every single second. Okay. But I have kept going back and trying to keep up, because the lives are quite long. So I've managed to just about get the idea of what's going on.
Yeah. So Prayer Garden was also speaking to mainly Dawn. Jenna had Prayer Garden, Sissy, whatever. Had she been in contact with Candace that you know of at all?
Not today. Not other than what I sent you.
Oh, okay. Like, just like where basically, am I able to show those or
You're
not?
more than welcome to.
What the Prayer Garden was sending Candace?
Yes.
So Emma, today Prayer Garden was actually supposed to be doing a live with me and showing her information that she had or whatever, and she backed out. Like,
you don't think that's because Dawn's maybe in the background saying to her, look?
I'm wondering. I don't know what to think. I don't know. I seriously, everybody was looking forward to this. Everybody was like, well, why are you putting it off? Why are you putting it off? Because she's like, we're going to show you this. Like, at first it was supposed to be Thursday. We were supposed to have another question and answer thing tonight, but I was like, no way, I'm not doing that again, because that was stressful. So I was like, we'll go ahead and do it tonight. And so she told everybody she was going to show everybody this stuff tonight. And then she backs out, like, right when she was supposed to show everything. So I'm like, I don't know what to think. And Jenna claims that Candace believes that there was some type of, that basically, even though Prayer Garden denies it, that there was some kind of emotional affair going on between Dawn and this Prayer Garden, who he calls Sissy, and that, and Jenny, you can jump in anytime. And she was supposed to move in, or Dawn was supposed to move in with her.
Yeah, Dawn was leaving Candace for Sissy.
Well, there is a comment in the chat saying that apparently Benny was threatening her, so maybe that's why she's
Yeah,
not.
but that was before last night's
Oh.
live. And she was here last night. So
yeah, true.
You know, and let me see if I can pull up these. Also, before we get into any real questioning with Jenna, last night, I believe, or one of the other lives, there was a lady in the chat named Dawn, DAW, and we're not talking about Dawn Wilson. I'm actually talking about a viewer. And Jenna has confirmed to me that she actually is a friend of Candace. So at any point, I'm going to mention this a few times just in case she comes in at any time. Anytime that Dawn, you want to come up here too, like, please let me know. And if anybody sees this lady in the chat, and if she's saying she wants to come up, please like just keep spamming the chat to get my attention.
I'll keep my eye out as well.
Yeah. Jenna said that they are.
Yeah, she posted in the chat last night that she is a friend of Candace, and she really is a friend of Candace. She's actually been up there and sat with Candace a lot of days. And when I say that I've seen things, it's because Candace takes me to things. And like when I said I seen the back door, Candace literally on the phone took me to the back door and showed me how easy it was to open that back door.
So,
so when I'm saying like I was there, I wasn't there personally, but I was there over the phone seeing everything.
Yeah, she tripped herself up a bit though, didn't she? Or I don't know, maybe you might not think so. When she did the interview with Chris, she was saying no one can get in, no one can get out, you know, everything was locked. But
yeah, I know I watched that and I heard her say that, but then when we became friends, she took me down there and she showed me the door and she's like, it's so easy to open. And you can't see from the if you go on the outside, you can't see on the inside. But if you go from the inside, you can see on the outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. So what's Candace feel? How's Candace feel about Chris McDonough? Does she not like him?
Well, she didn't mind him, you know, until she done Don's interview. When he done Don's interview, that's when Don turned against him, and you know she stands up for her husband.
I'm trying to open up this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it's difficult, isn't it? I mean, I've only ever spoken to Grandma via message. I haven't spoken to Candace. She just keeps herself very quiet.
She does. She only lets certain people in.
Yeah,
and you know she's very, you know, a secluded person. And like after I got off the live last night, I thought she wasn't going to talk to me anymore, and I actually called her and we spoke, and I told her what happened before anybody else could tell her. And we spoke before I came on this live, and I told her I'll be her voice if she needs me to be her voice, because Candace is not going in front of cameras. And I'm not taking up for Candace or anything, but the way everybody portrays Candace, like when Dawn goes on all these platforms and does all this, it's like everybody bashes Candace when they don't even know Candace personally. They don't know what she goes through, you know.
Yeah, she's probably watching then now. If you've let her know, she might be watching.
She probably is, to be honest with you. And Dawn's probably watching me too. But I mean, I don't have nothing against both of them. I just want Summer found. I mean, and that's and
oops, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, keep going.
You've got a super chat from.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to get these. Pull up these things that Jenna sent me, and I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
It's W.
Oh, West Virginia. Thank you so much. Hello, Ziggy, and everyone else. Be safe and be you, Zig. Oh, thank you. We'll get here on a roll. I'm trying to pull up these things. You guys, I have been so busy that I haven't even had time to really prepare like I should have and had all these screenshots ready because I have to send them from my phone to my to my computer because it won't come up on my. I don't know. Anyways, I can't explain it. I wanted to show some of these screenshots that Jenna shared with me from Candace about, well, it was messages from Prayer Garden to Candace. And I don't know if Prayer Garden's like scared now because Jenna came out and like she's afraid like that it's going to come out that there was maybe something inappropriate going on between.
There was something inappropriate going on. If you had watched when I got off, I started looking at the messages in the chats, and I saw Dawn on here saying that she can vouch for that because it's been told to her as well. I mean,
Dawn the friend.
Yes, Dawn, her friend.
So we've got Crystal Sims. Thank you for
Oh, shoot,
becoming a
click on
new
it.
member. That's very kind.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I have it. I'm really good usually about keeping up with that. So yeah, Crystal, thank you so much. And be sure to go to the community tab to join our members only Discord. So thank you. Okay, so I was pulling this up and that's why I wasn't seeing people come a member and stuff. So this is a message from, right, Jenna, this is a message from Prayer Garden to Candace.
Yes.
It was supposedly recently. Jenna thought it was yesterday, but we figured out that wasn't really yesterday because I don't know, maybe it was last week and maybe Candace just opened it up yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is a message that Prayer Garden sent Candace, and Candace blocked her immediately afterwards. So she says, when someone speaks, they're often talking more about themselves as opposed to others, and you've just said a mouthful, which I don't know what Candace said beforehand. Says, I suspect you perceive yourselves as an ingenuine, manipulating, paranoid snake. Candace, why have you lived such a selfish life? When God bestows beautiful children upon a human, a list of responsibilities is expected to be met. However, you have managed to greatly fail all 6 of your children at almost every turn. Why would you prioritize alcohol and drugs over your children? If you worked on becoming the type of person you perceive as high quality, maybe you wouldn't be so disgruntled with the person you currently are. Candace, the problem and hate are only observable when you look in the mirror. Candace, birds of a feather flock together, so stop worrying about your husband's infidelity and personality. Okay, so that sentence right there struck me.
Yeah.
I don't get how birds of a feather flock together goes with, so stop worrying about your husband's infidelity and personality. But see, in that sense, that shows you right there that Candace has mentioned to Prayer Garden that she's concerned about Prayer Garden contacting her husband, and she's wanting to stop.
If you show the other ones that I sent you, the message and then the forwarded messages that she sent to me, I mean, she's literally talking to Sissy.
Yeah, that's just, you kind of think, is there something? Sorry, carry on, and I'll just get my thoughts back.
Yeah, no, it said so Candace, birds of a feather flock together, so stop worrying about your husband's infidelity and personality. It is also interesting that you wrote, so you probably should stop before the cops come after you and your lies. So that's a quote, so I don't know, I guess that's something that Candace wrote to Prayer Garden supposedly. And it says, this is very telling and for many reasons. What lies have you told, Candace? Why would the cops come after you for these lies, Candace? This narrative and association of lies and cops seems to be seared into your mind. Also, Summer was scared of that basement. That is why she was afraid to sleep by oneself and asked her brother to accompany her in going down there. Once he said no, you and I both understand Summer did not go down there as well. Okay, so you guys know that that's something that Prayer Garden kept mentioning up here is that, and kind of, a little bit arguing with Jenna, like that there was no way that Summer went down in the basement that day, that she disappeared because she was scared of the basement. And supposedly the brother and Summer asked her brother to go down there with her. And what Prayer Garden's stating is that Summer never went down there because her brother wouldn't go down there with her. And she's convinced of that.
Do you know what I think? Well, it's just a possibility. Yeah. Do you think there's any chance that she was told to go down there because maybe she was in trouble or they wanted some space, and she's gone to go down and, she's thought, oh, I'm not going down there, I'm scared, and she's asked one of the brothers, they've said no. She's come back out of the house. Candace has got possibly more annoyed, gone in there, and she's taken her back in the house, told her to go downstairs, and there's been some sort of altercation where she's fallen at some point downstairs. I mean, that just crossed my mind as you were reading it,
What do you think, Jenna? Do you want to?
Well,
Go ahead.
The boys was in the house. And the boys are removed. And they took the boys one by one and talked to them. And they saw Summer go downstairs. The oldest, I think one of them, he was crying, stating that it was his fault because if he had went downstairs with Summer to play, Summer wouldn't have ended up missing. So, he was thinking that it's his fault, but it's not his fault.
Oh, that's sad.
So
I mean, I know parents aren't the best parents, you know, and I know that their house is, well, it's getting fixed now, but you know,
Oh, that's one question I want to ask you.
So
All right.
there's somebody in the chat called Stay True that is saying lies.
lies.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's going to be people that say that.
Lies for Candace. I have nothing to lie for Candace.
No,
I mean,
no. I mean, true.
I'm not trying to. Why would I lie for Candace? I'm trying to find Summer,
No, I
and
don't mean you. I mean, I'm just wondering if it's the True that is Ali's friend.
Oh, wait, or her daughter, Allie's daughter, True?
Yeah. That's
What was the name? What was the name of the person in the chat? You said
Stay True.
Stay True.
I don't know if she's saying it to me, you, any
Oh,
of it.
okay.
It might have been in relation to me talking about falling downstairs, but I just wondered if it was Ali's daughter.
Yeah, and so also if you guys see Dawn, not Dawn like Dawn Wills, but this friend Dawn,
it's VAWN.
yeah, DAWN, please give me attention and see if she wants to come up on panel with us and talk about her experience with Candace. And you guys, Jenna has been pretty open, even though that, and pretty, I mean, if you guys were here yesterday, she was still pretty, like, what, Jenna, would you like to tell them, like, what you believe, like, happened to Summer?
Yeah, I mean, I will, and I know Candace and Donna probably watch me right now. Okay. Me and Candace was crying. I called her one day, and she was sitting at the table, and she was crying. She was crying real tears. Yeah, I know she fake cries, but you can tell when somebody is really crying. If you are an empath, that where you can feel, you can feel. Well, she was crying. I said, "What's wrong?" And she says that I think Don has something to do with my baby being gone. And I said, "What do you mean?" So we were sitting there she was sitting at the table. I was on my phone. When I say like I'm sitting there, I am sitting there with her, but I was on the phone. But we were trying to come up with theories of how this could have happened. And the only thing that we could think of was when Don got off of work early that day.
Mm.
And he did get off work early that day. And
You said, like, what time was it?
it was about 3:30 or 4 o'clock.
Okay.
And you know, if you can't see in, but you can see out it, and if that door was locked and she sees her dad there, and Don knows where that dog trail is, at least to that road, I mean, she would trust her dad to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm okay. I'm just gonna tell you something. I have asked Candace. I've offered to come get her. You know, she does not want to leave because of the boys. She's scared that Summer will come and she not be there. She doesn't want to leave because she wants to get her boys back. And I'm not taking up for Candace, but I'm just telling you what I see and what I've witnessed. And she has confided into me a lot of things. Now, I know she's confided into me a lot of things, and I'm fixing to say something else that probably is going to make her upset at me. Because after I went on the live panel tonight, we spoke before I got on the panel. And, you know, I let her know that I'm going to do your live tonight. And she said, "Well, Jen, I need to tell you something." And I said, "What?" She said, "Don has changed." I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "Remember how he used to treat me when me and you first met?" I said, "Yeah." She's like, "He's not like that no more." Which she said he's been like that.
Meaning he's started to treat her, I mean,
started to treat her better respect, because before he would downgrade her. You know, he would downgrade her.
So you don't know if that was possibly like she was telling you that to try to cover for Dawn?
I mean, to be honest with you, I think it was because she would never out of the blue came out and said something like that. Never out of the blue. Because I've seen Dawn mistreat her so badly. And for her to come out of the blue after I came on your live last night and I said what I said, out of all things, that's the first thing she says to me.
Yeah, that's too bad, because what if, I mean, this thing, gosh, I just keep, what if she, because if she confided in you, when she confided in you and said that she thinks that Dawn did something to Summer, was she drunk?
No, she was not drinking. She was sober. Candace does not drink until the late afternoon.
I think the thing that gets me is from what I've seen and heard, I kind of feel that from what I've seen, or should I say from what I've heard, she just seems like quite a manipulative person. And obviously I've never met her, I've never spoken to her, but she seems to be able to manipulate situations in order to try and make herself come off better or to get whatever it is she wants from a situation. And obviously I don't know who's done something and who hasn't. I've not been there. I'm just going on what I've heard, but it just, I go backwards and forwards between thinking, yeah, it's him. No, it's her. And you know what I mean? And I go backwards and forwards. It's hard. But yeah, I'm just keeping my ears and my eyes open and kind of.
Yeah, people are asking me if that's really that is not Sissy's name in this screenshot, guys. I don't think that's her real name.
No, that's not.
That's not her real name. So don't. I know I accidentally. After I put this up, I was like, oh crap. You know, like if she still has a Facebook, people are gonna be contacting her and stuff. But that's not her name, anyways. I don't think. I don't know her name.
No, it's not a real name.
Yeah, I mean that Isabella Bible doesn't sound like a name. She came on here and she said, you know, that I'm the only person that knows her real name. She never told me a name, so I don't know what she said. I don't know why she said that. It kind of put me in a bad position, to be honest, because she never told me her name. So I was like, and her email that I get from her it also seems to be, it's not Isabella. It's actually some weird, it doesn't look like a real name either.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say what it says, but it's not like, it didn't look like a real name. Do you think
I'm sorry, I just read something in the chat. Candace has no teeth. Yeah, Candace, she'll admit to you that she used to have a drug problem. I mean, if you get close, if you are friends with her, she'll admit to you that she had a drug problem. But since them boys been taken and Summer's been gone, actually her teeth got fixed.
Yeah, Dr. Phil fixed them for her, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did he? Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So I mean, did they get paid for that interview from?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they did. I know they done a lot I know Dr. Phil done a lot for them.
Yeah, I mean, I think that personally, I'm sure that Candace still does drugs. I mean, that's just my opinion, but.
So I've got a question. Do you think, because I mean, I'm guessing she didn't want to go and do that interview. Did she?
She was all for it.
Oh, was she? Oh.
Yeah. She was all for it.
Did she walk off like Prayer Garden said?
I don't think she did, to be honest with you. Which I don't know, because like I told you, when they was in their sister's house in Utah, when they was coming back home from Hollywood, Don was trying to get her to tell me something after he hit her. And she wouldn't tell me. She just kept telling me, I'll talk to you tomorrow. I love you. And he's like, you're not going to tell her.
He was like antagonize her, right? He's like,
Yeah.
tell her.
He wanted her to tell me something, but she wouldn't tell me. She just kept saying,
was she
I'll
crying?
talk to you more. Yeah, she was crying. Yeah.
See, do you think that Don keeps Candace from speaking to media and stuff? Because he's afraid she's gonna slip and say like something.
If you get Candace away from Don, she'll talk.
Yeah, and you did
Don
mention on
controls
here, and Candace knows that you contacted TBI, right? So that's it's not a secret anymore. It came out yesterday, and so oh shoot, I forgot where I was going with that. But Candace, Jenna has contacted TBI, and
I have.
So you know this co-worker of Don's that said that he saw him leave at 5:30, was it? What do you think he's covering for Don then, or what do you think is going on with that then? Because Grandma, should we call her, She did say to me that she felt that Don had finished early.
Yep. Well,
Yeah,
Jenna.
Don got off work early that day.
Yep. Which is something that I don't think Candace wants.
Candace doesn't want nobody to know.
Yeah.
And like I said, I just want I just want Summer found.
Yeah.
She's somewhere. And Candace, I mean, you know, I just want Summer to be found. I really do.
Yeah.
I just want to say this off topic real quick because I see AB in chat. I did get a hold of Mary and she asked for your email, so she will be contacting you, AB. Mary's taking a break from, I think, from YouTube for just a little bit. So she probably won't be here tonight. If she's here, she's going to be, you know, probably incognito in chat, just listening. I'm guessing.
Okay, this woman, I don't know who she is. It says Gwen M. It says Jenna is not a friend.
What? What's it say?
Gwen M. I don't know. It says Jenna is not a friend.
In what way? I wonder what they mean. Like, are they saying that you don't know Candace? Because she obviously knows Candace. I mean, that's not questionable. It has been speaking with Candace.
Nobody knows what you discuss on your private phone.
I mean, you're more than welcome to show everything that I've sent you.
Yeah, I'm going to be over I don't know how much time you have, Jenna, tonight, but anytime you need to go, I can still continue to show, like, if you need to leave and we haven't showed everything, I can still show, like, what you know, after you're gone, like, if you have to go, if it.
No, I mean, I want, you know.
I'm going to show everything if you're okay with it.
Yeah, I want you to show everything, even the thing I told you not to show.
I'm trying to remember. Can you, I forget which one you didn't tell me. You told me not to show.
It was the text message from today.
Oh, okay. Which was just, I mean, it really wasn't anything.
It was about the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, since we've already mentioned it, might as well, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So I'll go ahead and continue reading. This is another message. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I don't know if it's like a repeat a little bit of the last one, but this is another message from Prayer Garden to Candace. So it says, Candace, the problem, and okay, so this is part of it. You probably, this narrative and association of lies and cops seems to be seared into your mind. Also, Summer was scared of that basement. Okay, this like seems like a repeat. Oh wait, okay. I'm gonna start where we haven't read. It says, Summer was scared of the basement. This is why she was afraid to sleep by oneself and asked her brother to accompany her going down there. Once he said no, you and I both understand Summer did not go down there as well. Nope, she came running right back out of that kitchen door over to you and Grandma. This is why lies and fear of the police are seared in your mind. You lied about what happened to Summer and have been doing nothing but lying ever since. And Donald has been working overtime with all his BS lies, trying to cover up whatever really happened. One thing for sure is whatever happened, y'all did it. A damn blind man could see and understand that. Y'all want to talk about anything and everything in order to keep everyone's mind off the real topic, Summer. As Chris would say, you know, we know, right? Police, TBI, CIA know also. So I can't be mad at her there because I agree. So,
yeah.
You know, that. But there is, here, I'll pull up more here. I just sent. Can you think of any? While I'm getting that, Emma, do you have any questions for her while I'm?
I can talk to Jenna for a minute if you want.
Yeah, or one.
And no, I'm not drunk. Whoever just asked that question, I don't drink.
Oh my gosh. Oh, so has Candace told you anything about a Pamela Sanchez?
Yes.
Do they really know
Yes, they do.
I've heard that name.
Pamela Sanchez, is she really a family advocate?
No, she was the one that was helping do their house.
So she's not a family advocate.
No.
What, like helping them decorate or?
No, their house is being remodeled.
Oh, right.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll just do one at a
interesting.
time. So yeah, is that because, do you know why their house is being remodeled?
They want to get their boys back. And
Do you know what the specifications were for like them getting the boys back? What they needed to change or what they needed to do?
they have parenting classes that they have to take. They have a lot of different classes they have to take. They have to fix their home up. It's a lot of other stuff they have to do, but it's like a 6-month program.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn my screen off. I just wanted to show whoever was there saying that I sound like a drunk. I'm not a drunk. I don't drink. So this is me.
I don't think you sound drunk at all, actually. I don't know why somebody would say that, but okay, so so this is okay. So what we're seeing right here, Jenna, is this okay, this is messages between you and Candace, and right here is what is going on is there's a copy and paste and forwarding going on.
Yes. On the
So-
first two is what she sent to Sissy, and then she forwarded me what Sissy sent to her.
Yeah, so when it starts out, I don't believe you're being truthful. Like the Candace is saying, I will at the top, that's to you, and you're saying okay. And then underneath that, Candace has copy and pasted what she sent to Sissy or aka Prayer Garden. And then
Yeah.
Candace underneath forwarded what Sissy sent to Candace, right?
Yes, correct.
So right here it says, okay, let me go back to this. Okay, it says, I'm going to start where Candace's message to Sissy. It says, I don't believe you are being truthful with my husband. I know Sissy is not your real name, and I believe you're trying to split us up. My opinion, you can take it or leave it. I think you are signal. Do you know what she meant there? I think you are single. Oh yeah, I think you are single and are looking for a good man. But if you are trying to take my husband away from me and his kids, God will not look at you like you're a good person. And then here's a forwarded message that this is Sissy's response to Candace, I guess. And it says, Candace, shame on you. I would not ever hurt you in any way. I had my husband and now I have his wonderful children to love and look after until the Lord takes me. If I ever wanted another man, I would have had one long before now. I forgive you because I understand no one has ever truly been your friend, and or maybe you haven't ever been a true friend, but that can all change right now. I just want to help you and Donald see that many are finding I don't know if these are in order, guys, but sorry. Oh yeah, I just want to help you and Donald see that many are friending you for self-gain, but it's not me. In truth, I do not believe anyone could steal Donald away from you. He loves you with everything he has, and if you cannot see that, you are blind. Don't wait until your husband is dead to understand. Oh, did somebody drop? I just heard somebody. Okay. Okay, there you are. Okay. Back to the message. In truth, I do not believe anyone can steal Donald away from you. He loves you with everything he has. And if you cannot see that, you are blind. Don't wait until your husband is dead to understand how much he loved you. And you should have been loving him. You have a good husband. Hold on to him and understand you should not ever let any woman ever allow you to feel jealous or intimidated. You are a beautiful woman inside and out. Let them women be woman be jealous of you and the blessed woman you are to have a forever loving marriage. When you truly love someone, no one else will ever be able to replace them. I'm going to pray God stops letting you hurt my feelings. I want nothing but to see you and Donald get Summer returned home and your 3 sons returned ASCP. If Summer is found alive, it will destroy her more to find her brother are not there at home. Something on her. If she is found alive, not alive, your sons. Let me go back. Did somebody?
AB sent you a.
Oh, wow. AB. Oh my gosh. Ziggy, I believe you are intentionally misled. I believe you are intentionally misled by Prayer Garden. I believe you are being intentionally misled. You think? And thank you so much for the I don't know how much that is in US, but it looks like a lot. So thank you so much. Well, you guys, I'm gonna, and I hate to, gosh, I was kind of afraid to do this live because I felt like if I didn't do Prayer Gardens first, that Prayer Garden might not ever, because I figured after I talked to Jenna that Prayer Garden might not ever be talking to me again. But I will say at first I wanted to hear her story because she's had contact with Dawn for a few months, and I really wanted to hear what she's witnessed and got everything she has. So I was being really fair to her. And I didn't believe, I thought it was absolutely comical that anybody would say that she was in love with Dawn.
Somebody just asked me, was I Candace's girlfriend?
Oh, I already asked you. I asked you if Candace was bisexual, and you said
she's not bisexual. She might look very manly, like tomboyish, but no, she's not bisexual.
And that she's never been with a woman is what you told me.
No, and I'm married and I don't go with women, so I'm sorry.
Yeah. So now that we got that out of the way. Yeah. But I did ask you that because I was curious. I was asking, not if you were her girlfriend. I asked you if Candace was bisexual. Because she used to look real girly and then she kind of like changed her appearance. But I wanted to say back to Prayer Garden, I really am starting to believe that there was something going on. As far as, I don't know if she was intentionally misleading me, but I don't think she was I don't know if she was being completely honest about her feelings towards Dawn. And of course, anybody should and would be embarrassed by, having some kind of inappropriate relationship with somebody who's, who probably did something to or knows where their daughter, she's probably embarrassed.
Yeah.
And in her email today that she sent me where she said, I don't think I will be getting involved in any case again. I'm like, wait, I thought that you just, is this something that she does often? I don't know. I don't know what to think. Like, I thought it was absolutely silly to think that she would be in love with Dawn. Like, I thought it was absolutely hilarious, actually, because I was like, no way, because I couldn't imagine like somebody actually. But you guys, would you like to tell him like all the women that have been contacting him and stuff? And
yeah, there's a lot of women contacting Dawn.
I understand
a lot of women. And to be honest with you, Sissy was the only one that he was going to leave Candace for.
And they've been sending him like naked pictures and stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly.
She'd been sending him naked pictures.
Yeah.
Or he?
Yeah.
Wow.
I wouldn't put it past.
Well, we don't know if Prayer Garden had been for sure.
No, I don't know.
AB's wanting to come up on panel, I think.
Yeah,
Or
if he
people
wants
are wanting him on panel. I'm
Oh,
not
well,
sure.
if you really want to, like, just say, you guys tell me if he wants to for sure. I don't. Oops, I hear myself in the background. Does somebody
I'm
have?
sorry, my
YouTube
phone's
open?
ringing. It'll stop in a minute.
Oh, if you need to drop for a second, it's okay.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Are you okay with Hey, AB, if you do come up here, I just need you to be
Do
really
what?
respectful. Would you be okay with AB coming up here if he wants to? Have you watched AB's channel before? Uh-oh, she dropped. She'll I don't think she'll care, but we'll see.
Oh, he says, I'm just about to go live. I never appear on demand.
I'm sorry.
Oh, never mind. Okay. So I thought for a second that AB was wanting to come up, but I don't think so. And I didn't know. I was asking you if you would care, but
No, I don't care if he comes up.
yeah, but I don't think he's wanting to anyway. So, okay. So yeah, women has been sending Dawn like naked pictures and stuff, and I don't know.
What?
I guess there's some like kind of weird fetish for criminals, I guess, or people who I
What?
don't know.
Oh God, no. Sorry, that's just my personal opinion.
I know, right? That's why I was found it actually absolutely comical that this sissy or Prayer Garden, whatever. But if you notice, when Jenna first came up last night, she was like, you're the one that is Dawn was gonna leave Candace for, and she was like,
Yes.
no, right? She was denying it, but later on, Jenna was like, started to talk and like, and then Prayer Garden was like, confirming what Jenna was saying. I was like, yeah, that was me and stuff when they were talking about, I don't even know what, but and Jenna was like, so that was you? That was you, right? It was you. So, you're the lady I'm talking about. And she was like, yeah. And it's like, but when it came to Jenna mentioning Prayer Garden being in love with, or Dawn moving in with Prayer Garden, she denied that. She wanted to deny that part. I mean, who wouldn't want to deny that part, to be honest? But
well, it's not normally a one-sided thing, is it?
Candace is gonna leave Dawn for me.
Well, have you told everybody? Not for you, but haven't you told everybody that you were willing to take her in? And
Yes, I told her that me and my husband would come pick her up when she was talking about Dawn having something to do with it. I said, I'll come pick you up. We'll go to the police department and let them know where you're going to be at. And I'll give them my phone number. They can contact you here. And he's like, she didn't want to leave because of the boys. She didn't want to leave nothing because of the boys. And she was scared that Summer was going to come back. But no, we was going to go pick her up because Dawn was leaving. And then also she had it in, I mean, she really blatantly said that she thinks Dawn has something to do with Summer missing. And she was hurt because that's her husband and that's her baby. Like one person that you should be able to trust with your children.
Well, yeah, gosh.
And you guys, I see people mentioning Prayer Garden's age, like that she's like, somebody mentioned, I'm not going to say the specific age because that's might be, I don't know her age, but I'm not going to mention the specific age that somebody was saying that how old she is. They were saying like she's in her 60s. But just because that Dawn, you guys got to remember Dawn's first wife was older than him. Isn't Dawn's first wife like 70 years old or something?
Yeah, I think so.
So just because Prayer Garden is older, that doesn't mean anything. I think Dawn just takes like whoever he can get. Sorry for saying that. I know that Candace is your friend, but it just like, I don't know. I don't think he has like a specific age bracket that he's attracted to.
No, he doesn't.
She must
Ziggy
have given him some reason to think that she was interested, because it's not just completely one-sided, is it? You know?
No.
Well, yeah, she had to have. I mean, they were talking. You said, Jenna, that they would talk all day, every day.
All day, every day. And Candace would get upset about it.
Not
And
surprised.
she would make dinner and he wouldn't eat it. He would be on the phone with her.
Oh my
She
God.
would sit there at the table, he would be on the phone with her. She would be laying down in the basement crying, and he was on the phone with her. She was sitting on the couch and he was on the phone with her and walked out the door. So I mean, it was just constantly on the phone with Sissy.
Who's Dawn?
Yeah. So is the Dawn lady still? Is
There's a
she in
Dawn
chat
in
for real?
chat.
I saw
Yeah.
somebody say that that's not the, or I saw that Dawn, one lady named Dawn that's in the chat say that she's not the Dawn that we're trying to get a hold of.
Yeah, the one that was in your chat last night specifically said that what I am saying is accurate. She is Candace's friend as well.
Yeah, so if that Dawn is here and you want to come up on panel, like we would love for you to come up. So because Jenna has, confirmed that you are actually friends with Candace. So we would love to have you up if you're willing. But Ziggy Valero, thank you so much for becoming a member and join our members only Discord. The link is in the community tab. Let's see. What other questions? So did you say do you think that Candace has something to do, or Candace and Dawn have something to do with her disappointed appearance? Did you mention that yet, really?
Do I think that Candace and Dawn both?
Yeah. Or you don't know what? I mean,
I'd rather not say.
yeah, I mean,
Thing is, if you're talking to her every day and she's possibly watching this, and you say, "Oh yeah, she's not going to be overly impressed."
Yeah, and I told Jenna that. I was like, I don't want to, I don't want.
Yeah.
But Jenna said, Jenna did not tell me that there was nothing that she said, like she didn't really want to, she didn't say, oh, I don't want to talk about this or that.
Yeah.
So anyways, I guess I could go back to reading these screenshots until we think of some questions, but it says, and your 3 cents returned ASCP. Oh, what? What's wrong now?
I'm an alcoholic. Okay, listen, please. Your people in your channel are really making me upset. Please show everything.
Oh yeah, I'm going to show everything. And hey, you can turn off the comments if it's just distracting.
No, I'm just laughing at it because I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not. I'm from the South. This is the way I sound. I'm sorry. I have a very loving heart. I'm not a mean person, and I don't really honestly care what people say about me. And words don't hurt me, but if you know me, then you have a right to say something about me. But I didn't come on here to tell lies.
No, we should be respectful of everybody.
Yeah, we need to be respectful to the guests, and to my mods. If anybody's being overly, even though we have a completely open chat here and we allow opinions are fine, but disrespectful comments right now are going to be hidden, please. To the mods,
whatever opinions we have on anybody, whether it be Prayer Garden or anybody else, we should be respectful.
It was somebody said I tried to hate on Prayer Garden. No, I was not trying to hate on Prayer Garden. I was not trying to hate on her.
No, I
Is
don't.
the simple fact that she sat there, and when I came on the panel, she lied about who she was, but then when a certain situation came up, then she admitted who she was. So who's telling the lies there?
Oh yeah, you mentioned something about, wasn't Dawn seen at a fairground supposedly?
Yes.
See, I get my information like screwed up. I can't remember who I hear what from. So do you know what fairgrounds that was?
I don't. I'm not from Tennessee. I don't know exactly. I just know it's like 45 minutes away from their home.
Yeah, so supposedly, if you guys weren't here yesterday, Jenna said that there was somebody a sighting of Dawn and Summer together at what, 3:30 p.m. or so?
It's between about 3:30 or 4.
Yeah, 3:30.
And you have the proof to show that too, since I'm lying.
Which would mean that there was a swap over then at some point, because apparently they weren't even home at that point. Or they just got home, was it?
They got home about 3 something.
Well,
right.
and Jenna was talking too, like me and her were talking that maybe he snuck and got Summer without even Candace knowing. You know?
You would have thought they'd have heard the car coming up there.
Yeah, you would think that. You would.
So-called brat, you're exactly right.
What did it say?
I don't want to say it out loud.
Oh, okay. Now I'm going to go, when I search, I won't say it out loud if it's something you don't want me to, but
I hate to say it, but I mean that's the only reason.
of course, like, of course, I mean, that's correct. Okay, so let's go back to this. I think I know the name of the fairground too. If you guys remind me a little bit, I'm gonna write that down. I think I have. I got an email from, I think it was some guy, a viewer, and they told me the fairground. I think, and I've heard it. Actually, a couple of people told me the fairground, and it was the two different people mentioned the same.
Hold on a minute, AB. You can run my background. I don't do drugs. I don't sell drugs. I don't even have a criminal record.
AB is saying something?
Yeah, I must be their drug dealer.
What?
Yeah.
No, you never even met them.
Exactly.
She's never met them personally. Okay.
Do you think there's any chance that Don sold her to the fair?
I don't know what he done with her.
But I think it's possible. Yeah, I think that Dawn did sell her. I really do. But the question is, does Candace really know?
Yeah.
She
knows.
You think she knows that what Dawn did?
I think she knows.
See, it's not like she's completely backing Candace on, ride or die. You're also saying that you suspect Candace in some things, like that she knows. So it's not like you're coming on here to lie for Candace.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I was just trying to make a voice. I mean, because Dawn. I don't know. I mean, I pray that everybody can see through him, but don't nobody really see much of Candace.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry for even letting that AB guy even get to me like that, because I don't let people get up under my skin like that. But I take care of mine. I work very hard to take care of my children. And for him to say that I sell drugs, that I'm their drug dealer, I'm sorry. I don't do drugs. I don't sell drugs. I work hard for my money.
Yeah, you guys. I told her on the phone. I was like, you know that people are going to be trying to find out who you are, and
Well, somebody found me today.
yeah, that they're gonna, run background checks. And you even said, you were like, well, I don't care because there's nothing. That's
They can run whatever you want on me.
Okay. It says if Summer is found alive, it will destroy her more to find her. Okay, so this is a message forwarded to this is this prayer garden girl. And Candace sent this to Jenna. So this is prayer garden talking to Candace. It says if Summer is found alive, it will destroy her more to find her brother are not there at home waiting on her. If she is found not alive, your sons are going to need their real mother and daddy holding them, not some messed up foster family. Too much time is being wasted, and time is something you do not have to waste right now. If you do not want my help anymore, I will leave you and Donald alone. Just say it and I am gone. I have done all that, and every time he got to get on the phone with you or anyone. Oh, is this right here? This one that says I have done all that. Is that Candace speaking?
Which one? Yeah.
Says, okay, so this is Candace to Sissy. It says, I have done all that, and every time he got to get on the phone with you or anyone, you don't know what really going on.
Yes.
And Sissy said, I raised my sons to respect women. If you don't want anyone messing with your sister or daughters, then them have respect for other human sisters and daughters. What? Then have respect for other human sisters and daughters. Sissy said, I raised my sons to respect women. If you don't want anyone messing with your sister or daughters, then have respect for other humans and daughters. He is hurting so bad over everything that is going on. Okay, so now she's speaking
about Dawn.
Yeah, talking like she's telling Dawn's wife how Dawn feels. Like, can you imagine how infuriating that would be to have some other woman telling you how Dawn feels? But anyways.
I got booted from my own internet. Sorry about that. What do you think? I've been watching all the chat. I don't know. I don't believe that was AB though. Anyway, guys, I've got to go and do some stuff before I pick the girls up. But if you go over to Ziggy's, I'll be in the chat. I don't want to miss out on heaps today because it was really awkward coming in today and not being able to have seen everything yesterday. But thank you, everyone, for coming in, spending some time with me. And I might be back later if we hear any more about Brian. There was a quick little update on Cleo Smith, I noticed. they have confiscated the tent for forensic analysis. It'll be interesting if no DNA comes back from Cleo from inside that tent. So I'll keep you updated with that as we go too. You too, Nancy. And thank you so much for coming up on panel, Josie and Nancy. You guys all know I'm new and I'm trying to do my best. And I'll talk to you all very soon. See you over there. Thank you. Bye.